Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Plastered Dragon, your internet's best and only dragon-themed virtual bar. And we do have alcoholic drinks here. Billy, I think you got a little something right there. No, up. Yeah, then you put it there. Yeah, you got a little something right there.
Got
Good, got him. Welcome to our show. Sorry for the late start tonight. We had the famous blue screen of death on our streaming server, and so we had to do a little maintenance. What the?
Griff was staring at the blue screen of death. In Griff's village, well, where we're not in my village, but where we were, there was a puddle of water, and I stared at it for
A half hour?
I don't know, things like that.
That's right, the time. Between 1 and more than 1 minute.
Yes.
All right, before we get down to our story, you may notice that we're a little bit light on the seating this evening. It turns out that we do not have Garrison or Jaden tonight. We'll work that into the story, so just hang tight and we'll update you on that. But first, a few announcements. Tomorrow night, we get back to Something Wicked, where we can find out whether or not it was a bad choice to skip a long rest and go find other enemies and split the party while doing it. You know, what could go wrong other than everything, but we'll find out tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, we have a special fiasco. We're doing an in-home game again, and we will update you as to what the theme of that is on tomorrow night's stream. But very special, very interesting cast. I think you'll be pleased with what we've got for you. Then on Saturday, we come in with that Drunken Dread that you've all been saving your bits for. The one where Billy was going to be playing and said, bring it. And you all said you were going to bring it. So remember how abused Subs and Maya got? Well, now there's only one person, so you're not going to really be splitting the effort. We're going to have people standing by to make sure Billy does not get alcohol poisoning. But it should be a good time. We have a very interesting story. For those of you out there that have read the Dream Park novels, it is based on that. And so that's going to be our story. And then that will wrap us back around to Chosen Family on Monday. Also, look for pop-up streams of Callie's Corner for Draconic Designs, where we can see if she has finished destroying her pet brush and has finished dreading her wig, so that she can go back to painting. She's saying no. But the wig does look good. I saw it in person in the other room. It's starting to look pretty great, so tune in for that. But now, let us get down to our story. When we last left our heroes, the party had split up a bit and was in some different locations. Let me see. Callie and Kat went to Longsaddle, where Kat met with Bitterdew and with her partner Cal to find out what was going on in the Underdark with the Drow. And Callie played a special role as grief counselor, which she is so well suited to doing. She played grief counselor to Reardon's mom, who it turns out is not dead and has been hiding with Keth's mom. Keth, some of you may remember, was the very strange elf that didn't speak any Elvish that was in a long time ago. And she is living in a pocket dimension now. And for some reason has been in hiding, and now the party realizes why. Because she shares the same blood as Reardon, or at least half of it anyway, the dad half. There was a bit of a weird story in which Dad was married to two different women at the same time, but they knew about it because it was an arranged marriage, and elves, what are you going to do? Meanwhile, back on the island, on Pirate Island, Roscoe was waiting for his ship to come in, and Z was investigating the tablet and managed to unlock some information from it while also taking some damage, some psychic damage, as he wrestled with the consciousness of the tablet. It turned out to be sentient. And the tablet gave him some information about where they may want to go. And then when people tried to take the tablet away from him and threatened to destroy it, Z started to turn into a gold dragon and attack everybody. And the party realized, something not quite right about that. It turns out it's not just Nosrag, it's the tablet itself. And then just as they were getting ready to really throw down with Z and things were getting ugly, Roscoe's ship returned and everybody focused on that instead. Roscoe went and met with his crew, who were all chanting his name and happy to have him back. Amrani came ashore, as did Rosie. And that was where we ended our last session, if I remember correctly. Anybody have anything they want to add?
No, I think
feel like there was
you.
more, but yep, that's good.
And Griff also helped with the tablet, but as the tablet, the interactions with the tablet were based on mental statistics, he turned out to be not much help other than being a damage sponge.
But you recognize the mountains, the dragon.
Yes, I did get some insight onto my,
That's true. He did recognize the mountains from his vision.
and they were named
Yes.
like cat. The
well,
well of
there was a spot
dragons.
near the mountains that was the Well of Dragons.
That's it.
Which also, when Callie was told about them and they were described, they tied into her vision. And now we're going to have, because of the sudden absence of two of the party, we've decided to put 7 days, a full week of game time in between the end of last session and the beginning of this session. And during that time, Nosrag, dealing very poorly with the loss of his bond with the tablet, and the next morning he goes to get it back from Z, and Z no longer has the tablet and doesn't know where it is, and nobody in the party knows where the tablet has gone. Everybody's been asked, and everybody has denied having it, so no one knows where the tablet is. And Nosrag is somewhat reeling from this information, and then the blow that pushes him over the edge when he goes to talk to Amrani, she lets him off the hook for their date. Says that she feels it's wrong to hold him to that, and he is released from his obligation. He's been treating her as if she was just a thing, a tool to be used, and has not been treating her terribly nicely. And now he's starting to wonder what is right and what is wrong. And he kind of freaks out to the party, says, I don't know what's going on anymore. I gotta go think. And he casts Divine Intervention, and a shimmering light appears before Nosrag, and you see the image of a platinum dragon, and then Nosrag is gone. And you're not sure where he is right now. But he said, I gotta go figure this out. I'll get in touch with you guys when my head is clear. And meanwhile, Kat gets a message from Cal saying that her traveling companions, these two elves that she was traveling with, have suddenly backed out of helping her on her mission, and she could really use some help. And Kat, feeling much more of a bond to Cal than she does with the party, says, I gotta go, I'll see you guys later, I'll be in touch. And she tree strides her way off the island and is gone. And in the intervening week, and we should also play out Z's conversation with Rosie, because that's a thing that should happen in real time.
Oh, do you want to do
So
that?
yeah, we'll do that. We'll say that happened first, then this other stuff, and then we'll narrate the rest of the week, and then we'll get into it.
Okay.
So Rosie comes off the ship
Yes.
after I'm running, and she runs up and throws her arms around you.
Hey, are you okay? Like, are you?
I'm fine. I just needed a bit of rest.
I-
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was worried about you. Like, we have to quit meeting like this, I guess, like where you get captured and tortured and then are perfectly fine afterwards. Like, it's just.
Are you saying you don't want me to be perfectly fine afterwards?
No, I would love for you just to not be tortured in the first place and just stay in that stasis of perfectly fine.
Well, unfortunately, the life we've chosen doesn't really allow for perfectly fine all the time. I mean, if I'm going to be a leader of my people, I'm going to have to put myself in harm's way.
I get that. I do.
Do you put yourself in harm's way?
I do. A
And-
lot. And that's actually something I wanted to talk to you about, but you go first. You said that you had something you wanted
Well,
to talk
I was going to say, I mean, you're always getting into danger, and you've made some changes to yourself. We'll just say.
I understand that, and you screamed the hell out of me, and I just feel awful because we didn't leave on the best of terms. You were angry at me for not communicating these choices and making these choices, and I just don't know what to say. Like I'm trying to, I guess, do what you did, like do what's best for your people, your group of people. I just have adopted a strange assortment of people.
All right, well, I suppose I'll have to trust that you know what you're doing.
Good, because I don't. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
That's not reassuring, Douglas.
I know, but I want to be honest with you.
So I had a surprise for you, but what did you want to tell me?
No, it's not important.
No. If you have something to say, then
No, I want you to be careful.
all right.
I need you to be.
I'll be careful. I'm always careful. Doesn't always work out, but I'm always careful.
No, it doesn't. And maybe we just need some, you know. What was your surprise?
No, what are you gonna say?
No,
No?
I worry about you, and I'm getting to the point where like I don't think I'm coming back from this. Like I would love to come back from this, but I do not see a happy ending for me out of this. Like in a perfect world, I'm all for it. I'm down. But the minute Reardon got taken, it put everything else into perspective. Like Griff may get taken out. I may get taken out. Roscoe may get taken out. Like all of us. Like
I may get taken out. Who can say? Can't worry about that, though, can you?
No, you can. But you can't.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. You take the best steps you can to make sure you don't get taken out, and if you do, well, then we'll try and bring you back, and if we can't, well, then we'll mourn your passing, and I'd expect you to do the same for me.
Yeah. Maybe I need to stop worrying about it and just learn to love the bomb. You know, like just sort of embrace the explosion and not worry about the ending. Just worry about trying to get to the ending rather than worrying whether it's going to be happy or sad or whatever. So it's just hard. There's been a lot of weird questions the past like few days in general. I turned into a gold dragon today.
Today? How did I miss that? Can you do that again?
No, God, please. I really don't want to. Like it would just take you like hitting me really hard or like threatening my life. Like
I can if you'd like me to.
No, I'm great. I'm good. I'm so good.
All right.
It was an odd feeling. I think I rarely say this, but I think Captain Roscoe was dead on right. Like we need to destroy this thing, or we need to get it the hell out of Dodge, or like it's this. Yeah. How was traveling with Amrani?
Interesting. She's an odd one.
She's good people. She's good dragon. She's good dragon people.
Well, I mean, anyone can be a person, right? I mean, you don't say he's a good gnome. You just say he's a good person.
He's a good person. She is a good person. I think she has things that go on with her, but she's a good person.
Well, she did throw some extra wind into our sails and get us here faster. So,
how would you like to get revenge on Grey Return?
Boy, would I like to get revenge on that bastard.
I think we found out where they're stationed.
How did you do that?
So we channeled the golden tablet. Well, I channeled the golden tablet and sort of forged a bond with it, which I'm realizing is the stupidest thing ever. But before that
doesn't sound great.
Bond was disconnected, we realized that it's probably up in the mountains somewhere, and it's close to something called the Dragons. The Well of Dragons.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know what the group is planning on doing, but I'm sure a recon is in order. Like, but I'll have to talk with them. Nos seems pretty upset about the tablet being taken, so it just depends on how he's feeling.
All right. So you've got yourself a plan of sorts then?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna hang around a bit?
Try not to die. I'll probably hang out for a day or so, and we'll make our way towards the mountains. I'm also working on something. I probably need like a day, maybe a day and a half to get it up on its feet and running.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
it's something brand new, even in the world of sort of automatons. Like
Oh,
so.
Well, all right then.
And you're surprised?
Oh, right, my surprise. Well, uh, you know how, we've been working on this thing together here? Well,
Saving the world?
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, saving the world. And so I think I got you something that might help with that.
Oh, that's awesome. Is it? Is it on the ship?
Oh no, it's not on the ship. And if you look around town, you're not going to see it.
Is it a cloaking device? Because we heard that there might be a cloaking device
No,
in,
it's not a cloaking
in
device.
Starfish Cave, but it's going to help me?
Oh, I see. After the last run-in with Grayer, we decided that it was probably a good idea to build an underground hangar.
Oh.
And we've been building there. And I think we're almost done with a thing that you might be able to use.
Oh my gosh. Did you build an airship?
She grins at you and winks.
You built an airship for the party. This is nuts. This is crazy. Like yes. Oh my God. Thank you so much. You're gonna pilot it, of course. Like
If you'll let me.
yes. Just please don't die.
Well, I never planned to die.
No, I know, but I can't. I gotta.
Should be ready by the end of the week.
Okay. A week. We can work with a week. It'd
All right.
be nice to take 7 days to ourselves and just yeah. Why not?
But what are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm gonna work on this mechanism. Like I've got a
Let me ask
workshop
that
and
question again. What are you doing tonight?
whatever you tell me I'm doing tonight.
That's better.
Yes.
And she just grabs him by the front of his tunic and just starts to drag him away. You all see Rosie dragging Z away. And he as you're being dragged away, he shouts something to you guys about an airship.
Awesome.
We're getting an airship. I love you guys.
We're getting
7 days. We have an airship.
an airship.
Airship. Start thinking of a cool ass name.
An airship.
I
We're
don't-
getting an airship.
It's an airship.
I don't understand what's going on.
Oh my God. That's awesome. Yeah. Boom.
Very exciting. One of the wild dogs on Pirate Island is just kind of.
Did Shadrek's
Shadrek's dog?
show up here?
Follows
Shadrek's
it.
dad's dog, yeah.
It homeward bounded towards you. It's just been following you around the con.
It's been doggy
Yeah, you see this dog come swimming up to the dock.
Yeah.
All right. So after that conversation, and after Z and Rosie spend the night together, and the rest of you guys get some rest, and the tablet disappears, the aforementioned events happen, and the party, now needing to kill a week, have decided to go in various directions. Callie and Z decided to go to the Moonwood, so that Z could set up his workshop and work on things. Callie could go spend some time with Reardon's mom, Reardon's stepmom. It's a weird family dynamic because I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg.
Second
Mom, Pet's mom,
Yeah,
her own mom.
her own mom and baby Ara, who
Yeah.
now isn't sure who is supposed to take care of her because there are several moms that have all been assigned the task.
Oh no.
She's gonna be so spoiled.
That kid is never going to touch the ground. She's never going to learn how to crawl because she's going to be carried everywhere by everyone. Griff, they offer to drop you off at your village so you can check in on your people.
Oh.
Since
Or
the-
you can.
or you can hang at the Moonwood, but since you haven't seen your people in a while.
Maybe it's up to you.
No baby. I'm in the moon. I'm in the mountains with my people.
You're going to head to the
We're
mountains.
sparring.
They need some wisdom.
They need some
Struggling
wisdom.
with wild dogs.
Communing with nature.
And Trogdor happens to be in the Moonwood because of Callie's previous order asking him to start bringing some of the Sun Elves from the lower city to start repopulating the Moonwood. And so Trogdor
Hey guys.
happens to be in the Moonwood as well. And so during our downtime, Z is working in his workshop for several days, and it turns out he needs some components, and he has asked Roscoe to go on some seafaring missions for him, for which he will pay handsomely. And Roscoe hears money and is in.
Yes.
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 So I enlist you, and it's some weird ass stuff for like a week. You and the boys are just going to random cities and breaking into people's houses. Like, I don't know how you get it, just get it. Like, and it's just like, so now we have the potential of
Yes.
sometime maybe backtracking and seeing one of these like weird pirate capers.
We're
Right.
actually pirating. I love it.
Random
Yeah.
cities along the Sea of Fallen Swords that Roscoe just goes in and it's like, he's like, I need a cog that looks kind of like this. Oh, I know where to get that. I remember there was this guy's house I was in. And
I'm gonna eat that guy's leg.
that guy, exactly. He's pulling a rocket all over the place. Callie, what are you doing?
Oh, just
Family?
bonding mom, Kat's mom, learning more about this whole Kat connection
And probably
Yeah.
talking to Trogdor a little bit about what's going on
Trogdor.
in the Moonwood and how that's progressing. Griff is sparring with and talking to his people. There are many rocks involved. There are questions, there are answers, there is wisdom. But there's no counting of the passage of time
No idea how long this is going on.
because they just don't know that stuff. He just knows that they'll call him when it's time to come back. And as the week comes toward an end, Z is making good progress on his thing that Roscoe had seen already. Z, it's taking you longer than you expected. This is not coming as easily as some of this tinkering used to.
Okay.
I need for you to make a tinker check for me to finish this thing off.
21.
21. Okay. Z has set up his little workshop cube in the Moonwood, and it's in one of the clearings, and he's working and working and working. And from various places in the Moonwood, in fact, even as far away, Griff, as your village, you see a bright flash of lightning from the sky strike somewhere in the area of the Moonwood.
Shit.
And you guys all hear you and Mom and Shadra hear an explosion.
we run towards the explosion.
Let's
Okay.
all go over to it.
Well, I mean, like,
So you guys go toward the explosion and you see the smoking unconscious form of Z lying at the edge of the clearing.
we go over and
Heal!
Yes, please do.
Okay.
I'll just do a first level cure wounds.
Okay.
Really? That's all our friendship is worth? No, it's fine. It's fine.
I only have. Shut up! Do you want to get healed?
No, it's fine.
I give you one band.
You kiss my laugh.
10 points.
That is one of the really simple-
Z, you have 10 hit points. And as he sits up, you all look in the direction of where the cube once was.
Oh.
Oh.
And there's bits of cube everywhere, and there's a big billowing cloud of smoke. And you hear from inside the cloud of smoke, and you see movement from inside the cloud. And I need perception checks from everybody there. And Roscoe, we can say that you're there if you want to be, because you would have brought back the last of the parts and you would not have left yet.
Sure.
24.
24?
Yes.
20.
20.
18.
18?
10. But I'm running into the smoke.
Okay, so the three of you, out of the corner of your eye, you see a shimmer.
I look towards the shimmer.
You're seeing a glowing circle appearing in the air that looks very similar to the glowing circle that sent Adrin's two wives to the Moonwood.
Okay. Oh, like the
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm gonna walk towards it and see. Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk toward that, and Z, as you go running toward the smoke, a form emerges from the smoke. It looks like a humanoid, shiny metallic form. And as you rush toward the portal, a female half-elf steps out. And let's switch our overlay and let's bring in our two guests.
Where am I gonna say?
You're on the end.
Okay. Here you go.
John, be very careful you don't hit the camera because I can see it jiggling behind you
I'm
there.
back. They just.
And look, shit's sake.
Okay, we're good.
Professional ass place that we're.
All right. Oh, and there goes my camera. No, I think
Oh,
we're
come
okay.
on.
I've never done this before.
You're here for all of
So, please welcome back Reardon, not the character, but the player. You'll be meeting him shortly. And do you need some dice, Maya?
She's just so jazzed.
And Dragon Maya also appearing at the table as a special surprise guest. I was not until earlier today expected. Super exciting stuff. And so this elven woman that I don't believe. Oh, not Trogdor. You recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Nobody else recognizes the woman stepping through though.
Alvin?
Roscoe should.
Half elven.
Roscoe should. If she's the person that I think you're saying. No, maybe that's half elf. No, never mind. Sorry.
Like, wait, you were half Alvin? Oh my god, I didn't even know that!
Trogdor is the best at perception.
Well, okay, but I remember her.
Oh yeah, no, you know who it is.
I know who it is. Okay.
No, but the other two, you see a half elven woman. Do you want to describe yourself?
Yeah, so Laura. Oh, I shouldn't say the name. Dude, I just.
Maya!
That was the quickest Maya.
And
That was fast.
that's why we call it Maya.
If you got ordered, I did not remember it. She knows
Also,
so
I'm
well.
not red because I'm blushing. I'm red because I'm super sorry.
But she's also blushing.
But I'm also blushing.
But also that.
So she's got like the characteristic half elven ears, dark hair pulled into a braid, and she's wearing some kind of wool pelts over her leather armor and wearing a black cloak.
Ilaria?
Chota?
What?
What?
How are you? You doing good?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm adventuring with these guys now.
Yeah, well, you weren't adventuring with us anymore, so I mean.
Well,
This is the X meeting that
well, you see, the thing is, I got captured. During that, remember that one mission that I said, hey, I'll be right back from? Well, it turns out I wasn't going to be right back from that mission.
That's bad. I should have looked for you. That's on me too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello. You know her?
Yeah, she's
Nice to meet you.
This is Ilaria.
Laura Kate, pleased to meet you. Hi, Laura. I'm Callie. Callie. And the other people who are around.
Oh yes, of course. Ilaria, this is Griff.
Griff is not here.
Griff is not here.
This is
so
a picture of
This
Griff.
is a picture of Griff. This is Z.
Z is also not here. He is
He is running into the smoke.
This is Roscoe.
Hello, I am.
He's actually
I am Captain Confused. How do you do?
the rest of them aren't here. I've introduced them to you, but the rest of them are not here.
Okay.
We also have Nosarag and Kat.
But they are
I
also.
know they're also not here. So I mean,
Do you have a party, or do you just have a list of people who are never here?
I have a list of people that I could name who are
It's
also
Canadian.
not here.
Is Canadian.
Tingle going, tingle doot, doot, make a duty doot, farts, and food.
Can I just be farts? I want to be farts.
It's gonna be here.
He had Finkeldoink McSponge, but sadly he died honorably in battle, defending their way of life or something.
You've been traveling with these people.
Well, mostly her and the other people. I don't really know him all that well.
I don't think I really know you well either.
But yeah.
Well, your friends seem nice.
So where have you been the past? Are you still with Knockpfeifen and the rest of them?
No, not Python and oh god, I can't even remember their names.
Adorantin.
Would you like me to tell you their names?
No, not Gamma. So I left them shortly afterwards. I went on a mission with the Hoppers, and the Hoppers gave me a new party with an individual who you probably hate. His name was Amber, and he was just a total pain in the ass.
Yeah, too bad.
Amber is here.
Oh, Amber's like,
And John telling someone to quiet down.
Jesus.
wait, no.
Is Ember actually here?
Ember is in the Moonwood, yes.
Can Ember just peek around the corner and go?
Jackasses.
He's right behind me as a G.
I mean, if he's got that flaming head, then yes, he's right behind me.
Nice to meet you, Amber. But after I traveled with them for a short time, and then I was doing a separate mission back in Luskin when I kind of got captured, and then I got saved, and then I was in a floating castle for a while, and it's been we did not belong to a man named Hal. It belonged to a man named Tatch, and since then I just really have been traveling. Yeah.
And so while this conversation is going on, Z gets over to the smoke just as a metallic man walks out of the smoke.
Hey, buddy. Please talk. Bud?
Hello.
Hey, guys, I got some good news.
So do I remember this?
Z reaches up and grabs his hand.
Okay.
Hi. I'm Z. I created you.
You're my master.
Well, let's go.
Master Zed.
Okay. Yes.
Lead me
That's
where
right.
you wish me to go, Master Zed.
Okay, and I come walking out of the smoke with this huge ass, like kind of metallic humanoid automaton looking figure.
A little charred.
A little charred, a little guy, and I was like, guys, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Jameson Human Mum. Or Chipmunk too.
Hello. That's amazing! That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
What happened to the original Jit?
He got bloated up real bad.
But now we have a new one that we can go on exciting adventures with, right? That is what we're doing tonight.
Would you like my assistance to help putting out the fire?
Yes, Jameson, please help.
Where's the nearest source of water?
There's a well not too far away. But
Does anyone have a bucket?
I have a bottle. I have this bottle of
Thank you very much, sir. What is your name?
I am Captain Roscoe Toscobble.
Hello, Captain.
You must call me Captain Roscoe Toscobble.
Hello, Captain Roscoe Toscobble.
Every time you refer to me.
Of course, Captain Roscoe Toscobble, I will. Captain
Thank you, I
Toscobble.
like him already. Here is this bottle of ale. I'm not sure you know what ale is yet. So you can put it on the fire.
I'm going. All right, here goes. All right, here goes nothing. Create food. I'm going to create some food and water.
God.
The food is going to be yellow. The water is going to be water.
Jello too. Oh god.
Just on the fire. I don't know flood out because I believe it's 75 gallons or 60 gallons. It's 60 gallons, right? I don't know. Some large amount of gallons of water.
So does that put out the fire?
Yeah.
All right. The fire goes out just as Jameson comes back with a bottle of water.
Oh.
Well, I'm happy that the fire is out.
And I'm happy that you could all. I'm sorry. Who are you?
This is Ilaria. Ilaria, this is Z Ilaria.
Hi.
I know her. She's cool. I mean, well, actually a bit sketchy in my opinion.
Come on, I'm
But-
not here.
Well,
Someone's
you
Amber.
you know. Okay, but you know how I feel about you. I've told you many times.
The minute,
Yeah, but
the
still,
minute he
yeah.
calls her sketchy, is Roscoe like.
We found a girl. Have you murdered anybody lately?
Depends on what you consider murder.
Good, bad, whatever.
Yeah, but you can't be telling that to other people. They have to make their own opinions of me.
Well,
Because
Not
they
today.
can't know that I'm sketchy
You
until
need
they
to be
know me.
scared.
but like,
I'm
sorry, I thought
I
that was just like, all right.
I think, Griff, that we can say that probably when you saw the lightning strike that you.
Yes, I booked it back. By whatever means I got there.
So there's a large life
Get
form
there
approaching.
reasonably quickly.
Okay.
There's a large life form approaching. Oh, that's Griff! Hey, Griff.
It's all right.
Hola, Chogdor.
How are you? Oh, you learned a new language.
Nope.
That was a word we just invented.
It's a word I use all the time.
Oh, well,
It's just a greeting. Don't get excited.
I'm
But it
sorry.
is good to see you again.
It's good to see you. Have you met Laura?
Oh, no, but I see there's lots of other people I know. Hello, Roscoe.
Hi.
Hello, Callie.
Hi, Garrett.
Hey, Z.
Hey, big guy.
Hello.
Oh, it's a giant robot.
How giant is the robot, out of curiosity?
I was medium
I'm
size.
guessing it's like K2SO size.
Well, it's not.
I'm totally cool with
To
that.
me, everything is a giant
That's
robot.
That's true.
So he's
How does
probably
it
more.
Medium or large? I don't know. Medium?
I'll say medium.
Yeah, yeah.
If I was
medium
using,
down, so.
if I was using the template from before, so you guys are probably on. Are you in the large category? Are you in?
Yeah.
No, he's still medium.
You guys are probably
He's a
on.
big human.
Oh, this is
And then I'm
James
I'm
on human mode.
Yeah, but you're
James
you're
are
still
human.
medium.
Hello.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
As
You're like 6 or
As
something,
I
but
said,
you're still
I am
considered
a
medium.
human.
We are
What's
the
your name?
same size.
Yes, sir.
Great.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Griff. You must have heard all about me.
Hello, Griff. You must have heard all about me.
I have not heard anything about you.
I apologize. Did I make an assumption?
Hold on. You want to ask a question? Take this rock.
Am I forbidden from asking a question? Oh, I apologize.
It's how it
Am
works.
I forbidden from asking a question until I hold the rock? You must answer the question with the rock as well. That was
Obviously, you can ask a question you just did with the rock.
But am I forbidden from asking a question without the rock?
You just asked that question.
But I'm holding the rock.
That's
so I'm
not a
allowed to
question.
I will simplify.
Would
ask.
you-
Smoke, like a little bit of smoke comes.
No. Jameson, scan your immediate surroundings for the people here in this circle. These are all friends,
Of course.
and during a battle,
Including me?
yes, any.
So,
friend
do I need the
yours-
rock to scan?
That's a question. Hand it over.
They
Of
are.
course, sir.
There is a procedure with the rock. You ask the.
I would very much like to know the procedure, please. Griff, you must have heard of me.
That was not a question.
I would like to apologize. I'm still learning how these things work. I'm still not sure how these things work.
Jameson, for future reference, actually, I'm going to do this back because this is my question. For future reference, raising your voice does not make something a question, even though it sounds like it does. And there's probably
In my village, we tend to start questions with words like who, what, where, why, how, and which.
Captain Roscoe Tosco has a question.
James runs to get it. That was not a cobble.
James runs to get it.
the JIP fetch protocol, I think,
course.
is still
There you go, sir.
in effect. Nobody throw anything around Jameson for a little bit. That
Oh,
could be
I
interesting.
throw the dagger.
Oh, I will get that. He runs and gets it.
Right then, I'm itching for some killing. So, what are we killing today, Z?
I'm actually glad that you brought that up, and Griff, you running all the way here, which is mathematically impossible. Man, you are fast.
I did it.
Like, I don't
There was
know.
lightning. I figured it was us.
I don't want to take time. It was us. You were absolutely right. Like,
I know.
I almost died.
That's
My apologies, sir.
My sword finger is killing me.
So I'm actually glad that you're here, and you're here too, buddy. And we've actually been talking about this. There is potential for us to go off on a mission, and I have tried reaching out to Nas to no avail, and I know that Kat's really busy right now. There's potential for us to gather an army, or to at least disrupt an army that Grayer has in his building. Callie knows a little bit about it. It's going to be dangerous. There's going to be loot involved.
Are we gonna go? Because I'm ready already.
Hi, where's B?
Hi, where it be?
See, that's a question.
In the,
Oh, I apologize, man.
It's in a place called the Forest of Worms. WYRMS, not WORMS.
Oh no.
I know it's worms.
I do not know the difference.
Worms are draconic beings. Worms, W-Y-R-M-S.
Continue.
That's literally all I have in my protocol. He started a bunch of entries, but didn't finish them.
I was in a rush to get it done, and that's what the
So,
fetch program
so
is.
you didn't make the fetch program work. The mouth program seems to be working overtime.
Well, he's learning. He's becoming more and more like aware of his surroundings. He's like a member of the party.
Not yet.
He's like a friend that's been long gone for like 3 weeks,
I-
and now is finally
I
returning.
consider him a member of the party already. Now,
Thank you very much,
this
Captain
forest
Robinson.
of worms.
Am I one of the party yet?
Yes,
Cool.
you're part of the party. We are all part of the party. This forest of worms.
Alright, so there are some orcs and ogres that live there. Remember when I talked to the 4 people in the library, and so we met the little girl and we went off to get the library book, and okay, this is the 4th thing. This is the last of the 4 things. There is
These are for
these are 4 things. Rayer Turin kind of orchestrated getting the leader of this tribe overthrown. There are now possibly 1 of 4 of the children of the chief in charge. All of them not so great. But if we can kind of overthrow this group, we can have an orc army to fight for us.
So plan A is to overthrow and see if we can get control. If that doesn't work, plan B is just to be little agents of chaos, throw this army into disarray so that their forces are scattered to the winds a bit.
They at least can't help Greater. So we basically need to sow the seeds of chaos.
I was gonna ask something.
Are you okay with sowing the seeds of chaos?
Yes,
I
chaos
figured you
is
probably would.
good.
Chaos is good.
Roscoe is in the business of chaos, and business is good.
Understood. Logged into my name. Chaos is good.
No.
Locked in.
James, no.
Me and him are gonna be great friends.
Oh God. What have I done? So what we're going to do is travel to, I believe, the city of Westgate,
Yes.
and then travel for a few.
Westgate.
No.
Spelled W-E-S-T-G-A-T.
Very good.
I can
I
tell
actually
you the
did that
names
because
of
we
the
were doing
funds. I can tell you things that may help us in overthrowing them that this person gave me, but I don't have a whole lot of information.
Do we know, okay, what was the name of the people that control the army of the orcs?
The Feathered Spear Tribe is the orc group. We will recognize them by axe-peak feathers in their hair, and the chief carries a spear with feathers strapped near the tip. There are 4 sons.
Does Griff know about this tribe?
Yala, Verthad, Karfu, and Darfu. And
Again?
he told me a little bit about them to help us to sow the seeds of chaos. But other than that,
Based off of Callie's description, what is the easiest way to get there? Like, would it be traveling to it? Can we take Roscoe's ship? Is it?
Is it on the coast? Is it in,
boy, I looked this up at the time. It was so long ago.
Can we take the airship? Is the airship ready to go?
The airship is ready to go.
So we could always head back to Pirate Island and christen our airship.
yes,
Hey, that would be good.
I like that.
Let's do that.
I like that.
That would be
Yes. Okay.
So how far out is the place from Pirate Island?
Can you remind me where approximately it was? Because I looked this up, but I didn't know it, and I'm trying to save us time. by finding this
The
on-
Forest of Worms is almost due west of Westgate.
Oh, Westgate's right here.
There's Westgate.
It's a little bit north, but it's pretty far west. It's not quite to the coast.
So ship would be out of the question.
The ship would be out of the
Ah, I
question.
see. Cool.
Did you find it?
Yes, found it.
Okay, cool.
So an airship would probably take what, 2 or 3 days to get there?
An airship would probably take three or so days to get there from Pirate Island. Yeah.
Okay.
Aye. I think
And
it's in the
if you look at, say, if you have a map that has the Forest of Worms,
Yes.
if you go slightly east and north to the first mountain range there, you will also see the Well of Dragons.
Correct. I see it there.
And of course, I know But for all of us who don't, what is that?
The mountain range where we think Grayer and Dovasavik and all of those forces are sort of congregating, like and boss territory.
It's where the fight is.
It's where the fight is. So we're going to do a smaller fight before we go fight the boss.
Got it.
We're going to go kill a whole bunch of boars until we level up. Find a couple more magical items.
So you're going to kill like 700 orcs, and you have to collect axebeak feathers.
Axebeak
And then you bring the
feathers,
axebeak feathers to the Duke.
because if we don't, Donald's not going to have his ultimate weapon before we go fight Sephiroth.
Is this like Zelda?
I do not understand that reference.
So who do we have to kill?
Okay, well, we just know that there are forces, we don't know which one is currently the chief, we know that the oldest person, Yala, thinks himself invincible, so he's like very prideful and stuff. And then the next younger brother is Berthog, but he's pretty paranoid, and if we can convince him that others seek to remove him, we could have a chance. And then there are two twins.
If there is no test, I say we should go now.
Yes, let us go.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's all the notes I have on these people.
So and then the twins, of course, Garfu and Darfu.
Carfu and Darfu, yes. But I think that's about all I have. Yes. So, yes, I say we go back to Pirate Island and get married and then travel to this place.
You remember that the twins work together, so
Okay,
you probably can't turn them against each other, but you may be able to turn them against the others.
got it.
All right.
I said that too.
This is weird that we're here, but you're welcome to join us.
I was sent here to help, and generally when I'm sent places to help, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I like to think of myself as a holistic rogue. I just steal what's right in front of me, and then I throw a pack of 10 gold at Trogdor.
Again!
What else was I saying? And I, just kill what I need to kill. And it's
So
generally
your pheromone levels just went up.
I like it. As a friend, Roscoe only dates whores. Prostitutes, I mean prostitutes.
Dates first?
Yes, I take them out to dinner and then I fuck them hard.
Understood.
What's that?
Understood.
Oh,
This
nice.
I was shown a picture of you, so.
Really?
Trogdor just keeps around in his pocket. It's a little bit weird.
I keep around pictures of everyone in my
Do you have a
pocket.
picture of me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We
know how to react to that.
go up to Shadrake, who's been really quiet this whole conversation, just sort of standing back, and ask if.
Well, he's not actually.
There.
I mean, he's in the moonwood, but he's not.
Oh, he's not.
Where all this is going on.
Can we get transportation from him? Like, can we get, because we are severely lacking in the transportation department now. Cat's transport via plants is out the window. Jip's flying ability out the window. Like,
What is wizards on a circle is back? Aren't there a couple wizards here?
yeah.
Oh, is the moon on the coast? I would have parked my ship here.
The moonwood is definitely not on the coast. No.
I can summon a steam.
Probably loan you the car, so you can park the ship and then kind of fly over and stuff like that. So.
Griff ran the whole way here from my film.
I had assumed that the
Which is
ship
right on the-
you left at Pirate Island and just got teleported here.
Yes, let's do that.
And so you probably just teleport back to Pirate Island.
Yeah, we teleport back.
Okay. Chandre takes some time out. It's not his shift, it's Ember's shift to be shielding the gem and the town, and so not the gem, the town, and so Chandre comes
He's
and
like, did we get a gem in that week? That's awesome, guys. Like, well, we're the best when we're not playing.
I like the Clippers. Yeah.
Chandre comes and sends you guys off to Pirate Island.
Program this into Jameson.
Registered as protocol.
Yes. Good job, Jameson.
What does that mean?
Well, that he knows how to do the what?
Oh, I thought he knew how to transport. That would have been much more useful.
God damn it.
Can't have everything.
Well, we wanted that.
I've spent so much time doing
That-
the wall
that
thing.
is important.
Okay, fine.
Foxy said, when would you like me to do the body scans?
It's trademark.
Let's hold off on the body scans until,
What?
I don't do any butt stuff.
he does body scans just to make sure everybody's like,
How long have I been gone? I don't understand anything you people are saying.
I would like to determine all of you at your peak health so that way inbound.
You could go
I
ahead
can
and
tell.
you can perform your body scan, the body scans of the group. Just
Of
feed
course, I already
everybody.
have yours, of course.
Are you able to heal us?
Yes. That is my main.
Well, it was burying the lead.
Oh yeah. That's part of Jameson's protocol. It's like during battle, Jameson is going to be able to act as a healer for the group. And Jameson, do you want to show them some of the things you have, like your potion dispensing?
Well, that would be rather wasteful, wouldn't it?
Oh, okay. I'll just describe it. He has the ability to dispense potions. He's got a little like sort of built-in, sort of like.
Need I ask where they come out?
He punches people?
Well, it's not. It's a gentle. It's like a
He
little.
gently
He
punches
punches
people?
us
Master
with
said
that
you
healing
refer
potion?
to it as healing damage.
Yeah. Well, it's just healing. Here you go, buddy.
Can you heal like minor cuts and bruises
Yes, sir.
without any expenditure of any majorness?
I have a first aid kit.
Well, can you heal
Oh! Yes, Captain Oscar Tosco.
Oh, thank you. He's useful. I like it.
He's very useful, and there are a few bugs to work out. Just in
He has
them.
He's made of bugs.
No, I'm not as
You need to
smart
sacrifice.
as I
Sir, please do not.
once.
Master, Captain Oscar Tosco. Please do not tell.
Of course.
Thank you.
So I had to take some shortcuts here and there that I wouldn't normally do, but must when Tiamat drives. So he's fine. He works great. He works awesome. He's got some spells loaded into his abilities.
If we get hurt, he'll punch us?
If,
Okay.
if people get hurt, he can cure wounds. He can cast spells. Like he's got potions.
I can even revivify if I have the material.
Yes. We can load him up with some diamond dust, and he can bring someone back to life. That's been.
How many times can we do that?
How much diamond dust do we have?
Depends how much can I get from Maserati.
Not that I leave the diamond dust when he went.
No,
Oh,
we didn't.
convenient.
Indeed.
Wow, we really should have.
Maybe the
asked
orcs
him
have
about that.
diamonds.
Yes, I will.
Let's go kill them.
Maybe we want to get some diamond dust.
Why don't you all get on the ship and on the airship, and I'll go pick us up some diamond dust, and I will meet you.
I'll go
on
with
board. I've already seen it. Yes. But everybody go and get on the ship, and I show them the nearest passage, and we're just gonna go down.
Okay.
What are his discretion protocols? Like, if he's going to have a lot of information about us from scans and stuff like that, does he just share it with anyone?
No, just
who
with
runs across?
just.
Well, why are you leaving him with us?
Well, I figured this would be a good test run. I can't be with them all the time.
I would agree with him.
I would like to be with you, Captain Oscar. I am not a whore.
I have accounted for all sort of things that I could come up with, but I need beta testers. Like I need people to sort
Do you
of.
want us to like stab him and see if he can react?
No, God no. He's very sturdy, but he's still breakable.
I do have mending.
You do have mending, which will help a lot.
I have a test.
What is that?
Well, drink this.
No,
I
please.
found it in a bar somewhere.
Hang on, Jameson. I don't know how alcohol is going to react to your system all that well. So
Well, we're beta testing. We might as well see what works.
Has points. I don't really know what beta testing means.
Master Zed,
Put him to the ring.
ultimately your protocol can counteract any of it. Would you like me to drink this or not?
If you want your robot to be lame, I guess.
well, I'm having such high school
He's
flashbacks.
pressuring your peer.
I know. I don't want him to pressure my peer. Take.
Master Zed,
Yes. Take.
I understand what you desire. Captain Oscar Tosco, if I were to drink this and start to enjoy it, that would leave less for you, and I do not want to do that.
Oh, of course. Well,
He's a
that,
good man. Thank you.
Alright, then, and we are going to kill the thing. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, cool.
Do we have to play out this diamond dust thing, or
No.
can we just
You get 2 doses.
2 doses?
So let's go see the airship.
Yes. Okay. How do we get to the airship? Because it's underground.
Rosie leads you to an underground passage,
Okay.
and you go down, and there's a big underground cave that they've clearly been working on excavating magically for some time. And in the middle is an airship that is probably 1.5 to 2 times the size of the old one, with a number of cannons around the side, and a 2-headed dragon on the front.
Question, does this airship look like the airship that was in the Vision
The
You
Cali
know, it does. It looks like one of the airships that was in Cali's vision.
That's what you were asking.
Yes, I will.
Okay, got it.
Has anybody else seen like the first time you saw the Enterprise?
Yes.
Just like you walk in and the lights are on and like people are.
Oh,
Roscoe
it's just
How are they
flabbergasted.
How are they wired like that? Like,
What's her name?
It's just people lighting.
But she hasn't been named
Your
yet.
ship needs a name.
Oh, aye.
What about the Hell Diver?
What's now?
The Hell Diver.
Hell
It sounds
Diver.
cool.
I suppose it does, but
For ships diving might be better. I don't know if it would be a bad thing to do an airship dive. Maybe.
All right, how about then Sonnet Forest. Fort Tunic. Angry penises.
is he having a seizure?
I will scan, sir. This. He seems to be.
These are my names. I'm throwing them out there.
Captain Oscar Flexible seems to be working at optimal health.
Perhaps we just take the airship and something wonderful may occur to us during our journeys. Or no one. It was an idea.
I have a name. I'd say we name it the Flying Sheep.
Why do sheep make you
Are you trying to doom the
I
ship?
have no idea.
No. What? I figured it'd be nice for Reardon.
He's not here.
Fuck him, right?
I fuck him.
You also,
Yes,
you also
that's fair.
said name a ship after a dude.
Well, it does need to be a girl.
Name it the Rosie. Let's get going.
Well, that's awkward. She'll be on it.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I like that.
We'll figure it out as we go. We'll figure it out. The right name.
The flying lady.
Do we need to name it before we can leave?
No?
The name is good luck for a ship.
Okay. Everyone, say the first word that comes into your head.
The soaring Ares.
That's like 10 words.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Sonnet.
Sonnet.
Heel.
Heel.
Tiamat's anus.
That's two words.
Hyphenated.
It's not. There's like an apostrophe in there.
Tiamat's
One
house?
word. First word.
Tiamat's house.
Tiamat.
Dragon.
Ascending.
I have no words in my head.
I don't
Dragon
understand.
came
What
up twice.
was the goal?
Yeah, I realized that. I didn't have anything in my head.
The flying dragon. The dragon's
You
flame.
said
The
sonnet,
crouching
right?
tiger and hidden dragon.
Did you say sonnet?
The
or something
tipsy
like that?
dragon.
Dragon sonnet?
Let's name it the Tipsy Dragon.
The
Yes.
Tipsy Dragon.
Sure.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. The Tipsy Dragon. Copyright LLC.
What? What?
How do you like that, Rosie?
It's fine. That's
She's
as good a
judging
name
you.
as any.
To the
Fair
tipsy
sums.
dragon.
Fine. Then we just won't have a name for the ship, and we are moving on.
Yes.
And we are at the place that we were going to.
Well, okay, so it's
Is it weird that Roscoe narrates?
it's going to take you 3 days, so I just need to know if anything is going to happen on.
I'm going to talk to Ilaria
Sure.
because we have to catch up, and also I have pressing things to question her.
I'm going to do my best to work on the helm and see, because I've been working a lot with electricity, to see if I can change that fireball to lightning
Okay.
on the helm and stuff like that. I know it's a little different, but it's more the magical weird.
Now, Roscoe, did some of your crew come with you on this airship?
Yeah, I took about half out of the ship.
Okay.
I'd like.
Would you like me to name them?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if you wanted to like write down the list, that's fine. But I can just I have the roster still. I can just pull names from it.
Subs looked at the picture of you at the table, and he's like, God, it's so hard to get rid of him.
Fuck subs.
Well,
Donate bits to have me fall.
Wrong day. Wrong day.
Fuck it, we'll set up the Jenny Tower.
The Tipsy Dragon.
all right. Jameson, are you doing anything on the ship?
Shit, you were talking to me.
I thought you were getting really into it.
No, sorry, I was so. I used to respond to that man. I don't know. Legit had no idea. I guess following protocols, usually standing near most of the things.
He would have scanned everybody and then reported back scans to me of like the people on the ship.
Okay.
No, just like after like the first day, just to normalization. Like this is where Roscoe's nominal health is like drunk for everybody else, but like that's gonna peak operating.
Do you want to party with Roscoe Thompson?
Absolutely, but first I want to do that.
Yeah.
Of course. Sir, I must say you have a very odd set of companions.
They're the best.
Alright, as far as Captain Roscoe goes, did you know that he has the healthiest liver I've ever seen?
Really?
Yes, sir, because his liver is so normally damaged that every time he gets healed, a portion of that healing goes towards his liver. So it gets rejuvenated much more often than anyone else's.
That's fascinating and probably worth looking into at some point. Not too deeply though. I feel like that would ruin it. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And everyone else seems.
Trogdor seems healthy enough. Ilaria seems healthy enough, but I detect that there's not as much connection between her as everyone else. I detect that she is probably new.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, she seems rather nice though. If we could get her to stop breaking into rooms and stealing things, like that would be great. But like.
She tried to steal one of my fingers earlier.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
So
And
that might be nice to have.
she actually.
I was just about to ask if I could go steal from Roscoe, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you like to try?
Yeah.
That's something I want to see.
Please, can we see that?
As far as Lady Callie, everything seems normal. And Master Griff, for some reason, has 50 gold and 50 platinum in his pants.
He's got 50 platinum in there now. That's nice.
Yes, sir. And other than that, he's perfectly.
Every-
His skull is a little dented, but unfortunately it cannot be fixed.
Well, yeah, I think it's part of his charm. It's what gives him his wisdom. So, but everyone else seems fine and everything is
Yes,
in
sir.
working condition.
Everything is progressing normally.
What is progressing?
Life.
Oh,
You are all living beings.
that's true. Life needs things
progresses
to
normally.
live. Yeah.
That is my goal.
Who finds a way?
It finds
Now,
a-
I have been requested by Captain Roscoe Hospital to meet in his quarters for some getting shit-faced, as he put it.
Yes, that sounds fun.
Of course. Goodbye.
Wait, what? Hang on.
He's already gone.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the cruise, I go up to Roscoe and I say,
The cruise.
Someone's gonna say this.
Lying on a chair. This is great.
Excuse me, Cabana Boy. It's C. Yes, Cabana Boy.
Yes, of course.
I'm like a beauty philosophy. So at the beginning of the trip, I go up to Roscoe and I say, Rogoff. Whoever steals the most gold by the end of the cruise
Rogue
wins.
off.
No, thanks. I don't like to steal from the party.
You give him back at the end. It's just to see who's the best.
No, I'm.
Don't
good,
you want
thank
to prove yourself?
No, I already know I'm the best. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you're not.
Okay, goodbye.
Roscoe is taking none of this.
I'm still gonna steal from him.
Okay, are you stealing anything in particular, or?
Does he have a cool hat?
Of course he has.
Yes.
He's mentioned it.
Have you seen like Captain Barbossa's hat? It's like
yeah, no,
that.
I
but,
want that.
You're going to steal the hat off of his
I can
head?
actually show you that.
That's going to be disadvantage.
He was naked with 2 prostitutes and still had the hat on.
Yes.
You can attempt to steal the hat, but again, that will be.
So first I'm gonna cast greater invisibility on myself.
There's
Okay.
a rumor that underneath that hat,
But it's
that's an even smaller
Nice.
hat.
And I don't like wait till he's asleep.
Okay, so
I'm
you're.
guessing he sleeps in the hat though. Like, I feel like
Oh, yeah,
that's
I'm sure he
very
sleeps in the hat.
much
Absolutely.
There's nothing else, just the
Just
hat.
the hat.
Yes. Now that we've established this, yes, and.
So I will cast greater invisibility on myself.
So first night you cast greater invisibility on yourself and you sneak into Roscoe's quarters.
Mhm.
So that will negate the disadvantage.
Of stealing something on somebody's head.
Yes.
That is a 26.
26. Perception. Which will be a disadvantage because you're sleeping.
Oh, 19.
24.
So on the second morning, Roscoe wakes up and his hat is gone.
Jameson had powered down in the corner. Like R2D2.
What's wrong, Roscoe?
Which one of you?
Where's your hat?
Which one of you took?
I've never seen this.
I'm assuming it's the fucking piss pot that challenged me to a fucking road.
I didn't challenge you to a road.
What did you do with the hat?
I'm wearing it and I'm sitting in the crow's nest. just like lounging. I've got like a tropical looking drink in my
Sir,
hand.
You should keep in
I
mind.
can also toss it to you.
Yeah.
So Griff calls down. He's like, "Hey, what happened to your hat?" And he's sitting next to Ilaria, who's wearing a very similar looking hat.
Uh-oh.
You know, the hat that looks like the one Ilaria is wearing.
Does she have it?
She has her hat.
You mean the hat that I had? Does it look just like the hat that I always wear?
You're not wearing it now. But yes.
Yes, I named it Wasting Time.
You're singing more British.
I have a name for it. I call it Wasting Time.
Oh, it's worse.
Oh, do you? They have an accent on it.
Do you call it Wasting Toy?
Yes.
Wasting
Well, let me ask the hat if it's your hat. Hey, hat, are you Wasting Tom? Yep. That is Wasting Tom.
All right then. I fly up and I take my sword and I knock off the hat off Ilaria's head, and as it's falling down the ship, I grab it.
Oh, can you roll for that? I want you to fail.
We'll call it acrobatics.
Yeah. Batch protocol.
I still have that protocol.
I'm going to luck that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Let's see here, acrobatics. That is a 29.
Damn. His first roll was a 2.
You easily swoop down and grab it.
Should have taken me up on my offer.
Fuck you! I don't steal from the party. Get fucked.
Why did you have his hat?
Teach you a lesson.
Don't steal anything from me.
I haven't stolen anything.
He has 50 gold and 50 platinum in his pants.
Don't advocate stealing from the party.
I was just informing and sharing information.
Yeah, chances are that 50 platinum will be gone by the end of the day.
I'm not going to steal from his pants.
You know what shitty rogues are? They steal from the party.
Griff climbs down from the crow's nest to join the rest of the group.
Officially no longer trust her.
Hey, buddy, you okay?
Yes, I am, apparently. We have a big steely face.
Steely?
I'm gonna go up and talk to him.
He's a robot. You don't have to call him a steely face. Oh,
I
steely.
don't understand alloy humor.
That was good. Like, okay.
Isn't that what you put on like a
When you get a sunburn,
Yeah, it's,
you put aloe in you.
you put they open put some mustard in
I'm human. Alloy.
I'm gonna go up to the.
Okay, you go up to Crow's Nest.
Ha 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 ha.
Why is your voice so sophisticated and your laugh so idiotic?
I got everything with the laugh is still giving me trouble.
Ugh. This is going to be the longest trip we've ever taken.
Maybe you should record one of our laughs, and that way, whenever he needs to laugh, he just
Oh,
plays that.
that would be good.
recording.
Initiate a voice capture mode, please, Jameson. Who wants to volunteer to? Oh, go ahead, Captain Roscoe. It's better than it was before. Let's mark that and use that for any sort of laugh protocol, please.
I'm very proud of myself.
So, hi, Ilaria.
Hey, sure.
How's it been?
You know, just doing things.
Listen, you
You're
can't.
mad at me for stealing from you and from Roscoe. And I get that.
I-
I was doing it to prove a point. I was actually taking the things. I gave them back both times.
I understand you were like a big shot where we came from, right? But like, we're in a different place now, and this is completely different. But it's fine, because you're still important to me. In fact, so Ilaria, you said something about this guy that you were
Yeah,
working
Teach.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Teach short for anything? Like,
Not that I know of. No, it's just he's old. He's eccentric. He's also
He's short.
he's short. He's short for a person. For anything else in particular.
is he a person?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Not when you're asking like that.
I'm sorry. There.
So, I saw a guy, right?
Yes.
and he told me that you know how I'm like on this grand search for my father.
Yeah, you found him yet?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's sad. I
Well,
thought by now you would have found it.
yeah, me too. And well, this guy gave me some names, and one of the names was Tarchanian, and Tatch kind of sounds like Tarchanian. And also, he gave me a clue that was gate, and I thought he meant a literal gate. But then I heard your last name,
Oh yeah.
and
Well,
it's gate.
I don't know if I ever told you this story, but I was an orphan, and I was found at the gate of the orphanage, and so that's how I got my last name. It's actually a very common name among Alaskan orphans.
Right,
So it's sort of a literal gate, and also a figurative.
right. My point is it possible that you are connected somehow to my father?
I don't know.
Well, that's just great.
Look, I've been busy too, okay? Like, I get that you've been saving the world in your own special way, but I've been doing that too.
Really? What have you been? Who have you been with? You saving the world?
I've been mostly focused on the South Coast, but that's why I haven't.
And by the way, while you on the third day, you guys are going to be getting close to this place. How do you want to approach? Be thinking about that.
Slow. Like I want us a ways
Slow,
out
high elevation.
so that I want us to be able to kind of like.
Yeah, like above the clouds, and we could send down like a reconnaissance party.
Well, even if we did like a you're right, like to take a few people first, especially like I'm thinking Griff, like because he can attune with nature and like he can know he can figure out exactly where everybody is, and then like the two stealthier. Or the three, now we have three stealthier members of the party, and then maybe like the three clunky ones bringing up the rear, like however we want to do it. But yeah, we're high above the clouds.
It's a plan.
Yeah. Have we fought orcs before? Or half orcs?
I think a long time ago, yeah.
Do we know enough about that we could talk about that ability of theirs to like once you take them out, they come back at one hit? Is that just something that we would know, like mechanically speaking? Like when
No, you haven't really fought enough orcs to really.
Yeah, they didn't do that when we fought them.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, no, you would not know enough to share that information.
So is it the night before we get to this point, or?
It will be.
Okay.
I just figure we'll let them finish up, and then if anybody else has anything they want to play out, then we'll
kick some ass.
Look,
What can I? Is it a possibility for me to come with you and like find out, or?
sure, I mean, after whatever this is, look, I have very little control. It's kind of new to me, but every once in a while a portal will open up, and I have to go through that, and I go back to Teasha's mansion. If you're with me when he comes to collect me, then you can come with. I don't see a problem with that.
All right, cool.
Griff wants to have Griff wants to have a quick conversation with Roscoe.
Aye.
Roscoe,
Aye.
when this mission is over,
Aye.
I want to be a pirate.
Aye.
I can't go back to my village anymore. I'm done with them.
Aye.
Okay, good talk.
I'll show you the ways of the fires. I'll show you the ways of the sword and the sea.
No horse.
Of course, that's your choice. Whatever you want to do, I won't impede on your. I'm not one of those people that kind of dictates what you do. I just want to give you the tools to be your own person. You could even be a good pirate. You could be a bad pirate. You could be a whatever pirate.
For the first time, I'm seeing maybe some of the parenting you did with Nasser.
Aye, you would be my Nazareth.
We'll put that a different way, but yes.
Aye. I like a better Nazareth. All right, one that didn't turn out to be bad.
Oh, Griff,
I can't wait.
you're saying Griff's your new chosen?
Yeah, you're the chosen one of Roscoe Tosca.
I don't know what comes with that, but I'm willing to try.
Be an excellent first mate and then captain something.
All right. I'll get my own ship.
Aye,
Maybe a flying ship.
baby. Big flying ship.
What?
Oh, you could have a flotilla, and you could take your people up into the sky. I
Yes.
think it'd be a roving band of barbarians flying through the
What?
skies.
Okay, except for my people,
Don't like
because
me.
I have a feeling. I love them. I just feel like they would walk off the edge of the ship.
We just put up really big barriers, or you have one person
Rubber
standing
barriers.
just says, "Don't go there. Go to your left."
They really like swimming.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Perhaps we will revisit this. We'll have a horde of flying barbarians.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my new band name.
Or the right person.
Z or Kelly, are you guys doing anything on the ship? I mean, I would imagine probably like, using the mirror to call home here and there, but nothing we need to play out. Yeah.
Making things for our like making more toys and
Okay.
tinkering on the thing and reading the journal, like Reardon's journal, like his little entries and stuff like that, and still looking for something that probably isn't there.
All right. Well,
I hate it. I hate it so much.
yeah, I know you do, but
I'm so tired.
Why do you hate Brian?
The whole fucking place.
I hate it too, but we all have to deal with it.
It's right there.
The light kind of shines off. of
sometimes
you.
life is like that.
Which one are you doing?
The one that we didn't do last time.
Oh, okay. I still hate that one.
Yeah.
I was done at like 5 in the morning.
I believe it was this one. So,
Well, you already did the other ones.
right, but I didn't remember which one. All right, so Z, you're leafing through, and you find the last passage. And go ahead and hit play, and just kind of keep it near the mic.
As we sail on the defiant whale towards our destination, Greater Turns Airship Depot, I can only help but think of what brought us to this point. What brought everyone to this ship at this particular time. What brought this family, Nasser, myself, Z, Callie, Kat, all of us. And what brought our compatriots, Shadre, Rosie, Amrani.
I'm sorry.
I'm concerned that in his race to do what is right, he has forgotten what it means to be part of this family. And I feel like he's becoming disconnected from the rest of us simply because he feels that he must, and not based on any real reason. I feel that if his faith is getting in the way of him being with his family, then something must change. And the way he treats Amrani is simply not okay. But does the way we treat people determine whether or not we're a bad person? If it does, then I'm in a little bit of trouble. If it doesn't, then there becomes the issue of what does determine if you're a good person. I choose to think that being a good person does not lie in your everyday actions. However, it lies in the decisions you make when the pressure is on and the choice to be good is the most difficult. That is the true measure of whether or not you are good. At least, that is to me.
Never shut up. No, I agree.
Little emotional punch for Z there as he's reading through the journal.
That tattoo's going up and down Z's arms change a little bit based on the last journal entry.
Okay.
Take off your goggles.
Yeah, when did those goggles get put on?
Crazy.
Crazy random happenstance.
It's night vision. That's what it is. It's your night vision goggles, right?
He just moves them and like water comes out.
Sure, you feel sports, yeah.
All right, so you guys continue along. Training montage and all of that stuff as you guys continue honing your skills.
Do I get close to maybe changing out the fireball to lightning, or am I on the right path?
You're on the right path, you think.
Okay.
Again, some of the tinkery things have become a bit more challenging to you.
Does Jameson have enough intelligence to assist him? Or no?
Yeah, I think maybe,
I don't have that.
Our abilities, can we attune items to Jameson?
No, because I can't have a short rest. And
Oh,
like I don't have a soul certificate, so.
okay. Cool.
alright, so you guys
Must be really hard to defeat.
continue on. And you,
Sorry.
How many people can fit on the carpet?
3 if one of them is you or Roscoe.
Okay. Could Callie?
We can fly.
Oh, Roscoe can fly. He can fly.
I can just fly at the speed of walking.
Oh, yeah.
So can you just like click the boots off, fall, and then click the boots on?
But he's one. If he can Griff, Callie, and Roscoe fit on the carpet?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, we're good.
Do we get there okay? Do we get to the
Yeah, you guys are on the outskirts of the Forest of Warden, so.
So is this the night before, we waited till the morning, like day 4 morning,
Uh,
to go down there?
Are
yeah,
orcs
I would assume so.
nocturnal or normal?
I don't know that, but I'm imagining they would probably anticipate an attack at night. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm wondering if we should wait till like dawn.
Daylight?
Like dawn as the sun is like coming up
Daybreak,
at daybreak.
but fucking naked.
I'm already naked.
I can't take
Oh,
off.
jeez.
I can't take off my pants. She wants my baby.
Yes, sir. You still have 50 gold and 50 pounds.
She's been trying to get into your pants a lot the voyage.
Not. Yes.
Yeah.
See, can you make him some clothes? Because just staring at his metal with just nothing is really uncomfortable.
Should I give him my pants?
Or a strap on.
It's just like full clothes with some sort of full regalia.
I have, I don't have any like stuff.
Sure. Can I put together some clothes for James Hunt?
Roughly the range size. Sure.
Can I give
Without
him?
an insulting.
What about just put a moo on?
Here you go, buddy. Just give him Reardon's robe and let cloak of Steve.
Shit. The focus he doesn't require a thing, so I can actually like use it.
Yeah.
Shit. To become Steve. Steve's back.
If we need to pass you off as human, it's honestly the best thing in the world to use.
Of course, sir. Thank you.
Is this important in this battle that we're about to? Okay, sure.
Alright, so now how are you guys approaching?
1, 2, 3.
Yep, on the carpet.
Being dropped off on the carpet first, unless you want to walk down. Are you good with being on the carpet?
Carpet, yeah, the carpet is
Okay,
faster.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2.
Where are we going from?
We're leaving from the ship. We're just leaving in parties. So like carpet, carpet, carpet.
How fast are you?
Me?
Yes.
Like 25 feet, like walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curious how I can carry you.
It's still adding weight to the carpet. You
No,
carry
no, me.
Oh.
Like, because I'm like 5 feet faster.
Right, but if you carry him, it reduces your movement.
Yeah, exactly. No,
But we all get bonus with big guy over
If you're
here.
with me.
Yeah.
Before the head is
if they're ahead of
No, I don't want them to be. I'm just thinking like this is just the landing party. Like once we all get situated, then
It's like the shuttlecraft.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
It's the tender, right? It's the tender from the cruise ship.
Tell us the whole plan so I don't
Oh,
make any
the plan
assumptions.
was we're just staying in one spot, and
Okay.
then if you want to commune with nature and figure out where
Yes.
the settlement is,
Okay.
and then these 2 or these 3 now go sneaky, 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 and we kind of stay a little bit further behind.
I walk up to the closest tree and I commune with nature, try to figure out
What
where.
is the process of communing with nature? Do you stick your dick in a tree? Like,
No,
what do you do?
Griff just talks to a tree.
Oh.
That's how we manifest this. It originally started out as he stared at a tree until he elucidated that he was talking to the tree. But now I can actually commune with nature. I can do it at any time. And I can search out for a great distance. This is Heath talking. Search for about 3 miles I can look for 3 particular things with each search. So like types of animals, types of minerals, water features, stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool.
You just got like a regular lay of the land.
I can get a lay of the land. If we're looking for orcs, I could tell you where the orcs are within 3 miles of us.
Is that like each specific orc, or do you have just like a
No, it's like a general sense of like prevalent groups of
And it manifests as a like a bird, right?
one of the spirits of your totem.
Yeah. So it's either a bird or an elk.
It's within,
He just goes and stands in the forest, and all of a sudden there's like elk.
Yeah,
walks out
yeah,
to him.
basically.
It's just
and
like,
it's within 3 miles of you, and you have to do a ritual casting.
Yes.
So it takes about 10 minutes.
It's about 10 minutes, right? So I'm doing that.
Okay, and what 3 things are you looking for?
Let me pull up my.
3 different orcs.
Well, you said orcs, and there was another creature.
They were orcs and ogres.
I'm looking for orcs. I'm looking for ogres. Okay. Do we still need done?
we're gonna have maybe buildings, like settlements.
Okay.
What do they build their? Do they have like tents or something?
That's not one of the things that you can get.
I can look for buildings.
You can look for buildings. You can even look for influence from other planes of existence.
Why don't I look for ogres and orcs?
Yeah.
Let's start there.
And donkeys. They can hang out with them.
Or onions.
Do that. That's a great idea.
And donkeys.
And donkeys.
So ogres, orcs, and donkeys.
Yes.
This forest is
It says it takes me in 1 minute. Oh, it lasts for 1 minute. Got it.
right. It's going to take 10 minutes because you have to cast it as a ritual. So even though the spell is normally a 1 minute casting, because you're doing it as a ritual, it takes longer.
What says instantaneous? The duration. What is that?
Right, but if you let the spell itself is instantaneous, but if you look at the barbarian ability, it says you can cast Commune with Nature, but only as a ritual. Ritual versions of spells take 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
Back to Griff.
Their fun happy sorcerers didn't have rituals.
So you sit there, Griff is like chanting and dancing around a tree, and as he does, you see a ghostly elk come bounding up to him. And he like touches his head to the elk's head, and he thinks his questions to the elk.
A rock manifests itself.
It's like a spectral rock in Griff's hand. You're not sure where it came from. Where did this rock come
I
from?
love this so much.
Factual question, rock. You banging.
Ogres, orcs, donkeys.
And Griff,
The donkey forest.
you suddenly feel as if you are one with the whole forest, and you sense that there are pockets of orcs and ogres throughout the forest in differing concentrations, but the largest pocket of orcs and ogres together seems to be the northeastern tip of the forest.
And I'm facing what way?
Well, whatever way you want to be facing.
We're surrounded by orcs. Any ogres?
Yes.
And ogres.
And donkeys.
No donkeys. No
No
donkeys.
donkeys, but thanks for asking. Most of them are that way.
What is the best way to do? It's your ghost. You talk to this. Do we approach and try to talk this out? Do we just go in and start killing people? Like,
I don't have a lot of information other than what I gave you. So I think it's up to us to figure out, I mean, they don't like her, so using her name is probably not gonna help us.
Grayer?
Her name, well, no, Nagrut was her name. Grayer helped, she was slain by the chieftain's son. The chieftain's name was Hargraf Sharpfang. So, I mean, if we want to try to deceive them, we could come up with a story about Hargraf Sharpfang. But I
Okay,
don't know
stealth
if
checks
they're
for everybody.
I don't know. +0.
I would say, actually, I was gonna say you're at disadvantage because you're made of metal and you're not super
3 and a
dexterous.
5.
Oh, if we're switching up there though, I can always cast classified traits.
I think they snuck up on us.
Oh, got it, I see.
4.
Wait, if it lasted a minute, wouldn't he have been able to tell if they snuck up on us?
And would I?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
would I be? I was
you
just gonna
do,
ask the same question.
you get the general sensation of concentrations, and so it's a, you can't sense every single orc in their exact position. It's like, okay, where are the large concentrations? So you kind of see what the center
It's
of the
sort of
cell.
like a chunk.
And do I know I have
Yeah.
the ability now to rage up when surprised. Am I raging up? I mean, when does
We don't know
when does it
exactly
constitute
yet.
surprise? When they attack?
Yeah, I
Or
would say
when
so.
they're like appearing. Okay, so I don't think
It's
I don't
almost
think
like a reaction or something.
So 4, 13,
15.
15,
17.
17, 25, 3,
28.
28. Okay, so the 2 rogues did well, and Z and Callie didn't do too badly. Okay. So also give me perception checks.
Everyone? Or?
Yeah.
6.
10.
20.
16, 20,
5.
5,
12.
12.
17.
Okay. Callie, Ilaria, and Griff, you hear something off to the right in the tree, like in the trees.
Okay.
So anyway, what I was thinking is like we could
rage.
We could rage.
I ready my bow.
And a spear lands in the middle of the party with some feathers on the shaft. And that's where we're going to take our break, folks.
Oh, we ended on the shaft.
We've been shafted.
Hush your mouth.
I'm just talking about the shaft.
All right, we're going to take a break right there. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll pick up and find out what could this mysterious spear in the middle of the party mean. We'll see you guys shortly. Hang with us. We'll be right back. back, everybody. Welcome back to our show. Before the break, the party had made their way into the forest, and Griff had used his communing with nature to figure out where the largest concentration of orcs were. Unfortunately, there were also some small concentrations of orcs, namely one that was kind of right around them, and they discovered this just as Callie, Griff, and Ilaria sensed that there were people nearby. A spear landed in the clearing in the middle of them, and that is where we pick up. What are you guys doing?
I've already raged up.
Okay, you are raged.
I've already done my secret weapon.
Okay.
Can I now it's orcs, it's definitely not gonna be a fiend or anything. So I'm just ready, I guess.
Okay.
Can I sense where they are around us?
Not specifically. They're you know that they're somewhere in the trees.
I will pipe up. We wish to speak to the leader of the tribe. We mean no disrespect.
We be but friendly gents.
Does anyone speak Orcish?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No Mishkaman Abyssal Celestial.
Not an apple.
Yeah, you hear some grunts and growls coming from in the forest.
Those are probably the orcs and ogres.
It's a good call.
No.
After a couple minutes of them shouting at you, does anyone speak giant?
Excuse me, Stuart. I speak giant.
How may no?
No.
Do you speak giant? Is there a doctor?
Oh, do I have giant? Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I thought I said giant. Hold on, I think
I
I
don't
do
know
have
what
giant.
that
I
is.
could have sworn that we were in a similar situation.
I do have giant.
Yes.
Okay, so next you hear someone shouting in giant, "You are surrounded. Put your hands up and sheath your weapons."
They want us to put our hands up and sheath weapons.
How do we
Are we on?
How do we sheath our weapons and put our hands up?
Okay. We can either sheath the weapons first or hands first. Which do you want us to do first?
Sheath your weapons
Sheath the weapons first.
and then put your hands up.
And then put our hands up. We're on a peaceful mission where we got lost in the woods here. Who is your leader? Can we talk to them?
What is your mission?
He wants to know our mission. I told him we were lost.
Take a gamble. Take the gamble.
We were sent by Nagrut.
You just tell me, I'll tell them.
We were
And
sent
I'm relaying
by
all
Nagrut
this.
of the Feathered Spear tribe.
Uh-oh.
Sent to do what?
Sent to do what?
To avenge her death.
To avenge her death.
You hear some murmuring out in the distance.
I don't understand the murmuring. Just sounds like nonsense.
You will come with us.
Okay. All right, we will come with you. Guys, they want us to come.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
And
Where are you? Because you're all hidden.
we are sending a guide.
Okay, thank you.
And you hear rustling in the bushes, and a little goblin comes out.
Okay. Anyone speak Goblin?
I used to.
You did, Jameson, man?
No, sir.
Reardon. I probed that. Reardon used to speak.
Can't do that.
Okay, little man, show us. We will follow you. Go.
You infidel.
Oh, was that in English
Yes.
or common?
Yes.
Okay. You guys understood that, right? Not just me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I'm going to cast suggestion on him
Okay.
and say, hey, can you tell us what they plan on doing to us?
Okay.
What do you say?
All right. And so he is predisposed toward you if he fails, and wants to acquiesce to your suggestion the best he can. Yes.
Yes.
No idea. They don't tell me anything.
Third voice. I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, I'm glad to help.
Can we put our hands down?
What's your name?
You may call me Necratico.
What can I call you that's shorter than that?
I don't know.
How many times you're going to use his name? Let's move it.
Fair enough. All right, let's go. Come on.
And he leads you through the forest, and you catch glimpses of orcs moving through the trees, and you think you catch larger shapes kind of down at ground level, pacing you at a distance.
This is interesting.
Can I cast mage armor on myself?
Sure.
I rage down, I guess, naturally.
Yeah, if you don't either take damage or attack in a round, the rage goes away.
Or if you think about baseball.
Or that. All right, you guys. Eventually, you come to a small settlement. There's huts, there's tree houses, and it seems like a fairly bustling orc settlement.
What does that mean? It's military, or it's like families, or?
Combination.
Are we seeing lots of orcs with the axe beak feathers?
Yes. Yes, you are.
And we're still being led.
Yep.
Somewhere.
How aggressive do they look? Like, does this look like a very, like, what I'm trying to establish is because it was a fairly peaceful tribe that she lived with.
Right.
And what I was hoping was that by being a split off faction, that there's a chance that the people who were in agreement with her moved off into their own kind of group. And I would hope that we could kind of establish that we could see in this tribe if this seems to be a more peaceful group of orcs.
Go ahead and give me an insight.
Or if this. 18.
These look like fairly militant orcs. You're seeing a lot of armor and weaponry, and you're getting a lot of glares as you guys.
It's alright.
All right.
As you guys enter the clearing.
Still
Okay.
worth it. Alright.
And you come in, and your little goblin guide says, "You wait here. Kneel down."
I'm sorry?
Who's going to come to?
You will see. I will see too.
Z kneels down. He's not putting his head down, but he's sort of scanning. But he'll kneel down.
Jensen follows suit.
Okay.
No.
Callie kneels.
I'll follow suit for now.
Roscoe.
Roscoe runs the lead, yells at
Ilaria.
Oh, man.
Trogdor.
Sure. Everyone else?
Griff. All right. A fairly large and imposing oracle. He looks bigger than the other orcs. Comes out, and he has more axe beak feathers woven into his hair than anyone else, and he has a double-headed spear. It is kind of cool. He comes out, and he says something in Orcish to you, and you of course don't respond. And after looking you over, he speaks in common. Who are you to invoke the name of Nagrut? And you know, because you are the one that was speaking in Giant, he's looking at you, Griff.
Oh, I'm Griff the Wise. How do you do? This is my traveling party. We come with no malice intended towards you. One of my team members here knows why we're here because I do not.
Why did you say you are here to avenge Nagrut?
Oh yes, I said that because that is what we're here to do. We're here to help avenge Nagrut. Yes? Kylie is going to come over here and she's going to help me talk to you. She's the keeper of the information. I am not the leader of the group. We are a commune of sorts. Nobody is in charge, but Callie knows the most.
You said you are the wise man.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You are the tribal shaman.
Yes, that is correct. Can I help you with anything?
You can explain why you say you are here to avenge Nagrut.
Excuse me, I believe that something was lost in translation. We came bearing a message from the group, not to avenge the group.
All right, give me a deception check.
Can I assist? No.
Nope! That did not work. That was a 4 minus 1 is 3. I really wanted you to talk.
That was weird.
Because I was trying.
Also, Reardon's dead.
There's a chest over here.
Also,
Reardon is dead. He looks at you.
lies. You speak lies.
I will speak the truth. I met Nagrut once after she died. It's a little confusing. It is the truth, however.
What does this mean to me?
She had concerns that there was one in your midst who was to betray you. Your name, is it Yala?
My name is Yala.
She shared with me that one of your brothers, one or more of your brothers, was to betray you, and that you did not know this information. She was angry at that brother because she felt like that brother had been the cause of her death, or had been partially the cause of her death. All those things are true.
Okay, let's just, please God, don't make me roll.
Are we just with you? Are we only with Yala right now?
Oh no, there's-
Everyone's still around.
Are his brothers by any chance?
Oh no, his brothers aren't nearby.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's
gonna
a-
chose a separate
that's a-
tribe. No, let's go.
I think
I was gonna say, bro.
Callie, let's make sure his brothers aren't here.
Oh, I should have
Which-
informed.
Which brother? Why does Nagrut's spirit think they are betrayers?
She did not give me many details, but she felt very strongly that one or more of your brothers had betrayed her and might just as easily betray you. She spoke of all three, and so that you know my honesty and my sincerity in this, I can tell you what she told me of your brothers in their deception. She spoke of Berthar and that his paranoia could bring about harm to others in his seeking to become more powerful. She spoke of your brothers Karfu and Darfu and their cunning and their ability to bind together and overcome.
That does sound true. Why would Nagrut help us? She disagreed with the path that I was to set the tribe upon after the death of my father.
Perhaps her anger in her ultimate betrayal made her feel that your leadership, I mean, I cannot speak to what her motives were, but perhaps it was that she felt like you at least were the best of the options for leaders, that she wanted to at least protect your leadership before the other three might overthrow you.
We are strangers here to this land, and may have been enlisted because we are good at solving others' problems, just not our own. And if your people are a warrior people, then no one deserves to die with a knife in the back. They deserve to die on the field of battle. And maybe that's what she was fighting for you to have.
I see. And do you also know the spirit of Marut?
I do not, but I know the spirit of the woman you speak with, and I know her to be very honorable. So if she says she spoke to her, she spoke to her. And we would follow her just like your people would follow you.
I agree.
And who is wisest amongst you?
Right here.
Then what would you, wise man, recommend I do?
You should listen to Callie. Obviously, there's a problem in your house. You've been warned. A ghost has come to a complete stranger to try to help you. We traveled all this way so that you could protect yourself from the attack. How many brothers do you have?
I have 3 brothers.
I would have thought it was more. She mentioned at least one. How many did you mention? She mentioned 3 brothers.
Yes, she mentioned my 3 brothers.
You're in danger.
I am to take the word of outsiders.
Why would we come here? Why would we come into the middle of a forest full of ogres and orcs?
No donkeys.
By the way, where are the donkeys?
I do not understand the question.
We'll move on.
By the way, thank you, subs, for that. I'm not sure what a DM challenge is in this context, but we will figure something to. We will do something to Maya, just for you. So, subs threw a cheer in for a DM challenge for Maya.
Which, you know, where are the chopsticks? Let's go.
You have to roll the
You
chopsticks.
have
You have
to
to roll
roll
a d20 with
for
chopsticks.
the rest of the game.
I could probably.
As Billy is going to get some chopsticks.
That's
You
right.
have to put the D20 in your mouth, swish around a little, and then puke it out, and then that's your roll.
Well, I was gonna say, these are his dice. Not my own. If they were my own dice,
All right,
I would.
let us continue with this.
Oh, can we?
Yes, I just wanted to thank subs for the bits and let him know that we will come up with some way to torture Maya for you.
It's next to me. So. I'm sorry, my mind floated away for a second. It does that.
That happens.
Why would we come here in the middle of this forest of orcs and giants and ogres when we could easily have just gone our way? We came here specifically to warn you about this trouble. This would be a suicide mission otherwise.
Unless you are counting on your cleverness to persuade me.
I'm wise, I'm not clever.
So, again, how would you have me proceed if I am truly in danger?
Bring your brothers in. Let's talk with them. We have ways to make them tell the truth.
I have a suggestion. We put on a puppet show. Hear me out.
A murder.
Your brothers,
Not unlikely
wait,
murder.
hang on. Your brothers betrayed you.
Yes?
And if they get all squirmy during the play, then that means they were trying to betray you.
I love to think of all squirmy.
That
I will
sounds,
take action this play.
that sounds like a plan. There's absolutely nothing that can go wrong.
Wise man, do you think this a good plan?
If you want to uncover who is betraying you, I cannot think of a better plan than this.
Very well. And he turns. There's a couple of more lightly armored, leaner, wirier orcs that have like hooded cloaks. No, talk about God. and they run in different directions. Very well. I have sent for my brothers.
Okay.
In the meantime, you will be my guests.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like we're going to need a few minutes to discuss in order to prepare this play.
We need costumes, we need props, we need a stage. Where are we going to?
Puppets.
I don't have any
What
theatrical.
if we just be the puppets? What if we're the puppets?
So we need a
We can
puppet.
do that, but we need a few minutes to plan to make
Yeah.
sure we're all on the
Oh,
same
by the way,
page.
we're already planning. As we're asking permission, we are already planning. Is that okay?
That is fine.
Thank you.
Master Zed, will anyone be needing any healing during this mission?
It depends on how the play goes.
I have
Of
a,
course, I'll stand by.
as
You
soon
can
as
do the
we're in
trees,
a
right?
place where we can talk together without him overhearing us, I have a thought, a plan.
Can we just speak another language?
Let's go over to this green area. We'll call this like the green room.
We shall be
There's
right
no
back.
walls. As your guest, we will prepare this evening's festivities.
We'll
If
just
you are
be in this greenish room over here.
And we will prepare a feast.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yummy.
nice.
Oh, your kindness is much appreciated.
We need some sort of inspiration. If we're going to play your brothers, we need some sort of inspiration. Could you describe each brother? Like maybe give like a few standout details of each
I
brother.
believe
Work
your
off of
friend
that.
has already described them.
I know their names and I know aspects of their personality. I do not know what they look like.
Does one of them have a limp?
No.
Or an eye patch?
Also no.
Or a head of only skin.
good question, though, Jane.
Also no.
Any accents that we should be aware of?
Such as
Such as...
Something like these.
or like these. Oh, like these. Or maybe they talk like these.
Any of those ring a bell?
Does one of them have a favorite shirt that we always wear?
We are essentially the characters in A Bug's Life.
Yes.
Essentially, that's all.
Fortunately, he rolled a super low insight check, and so he doesn't realize that you're mocking him. So.
I'm not mocking him.
That's the thing. No.
That's my
That's
range.
genuine. Yeah, that's genuine.
Thank you so much
All
for
right, I think we
preparing
have enough.
the feast. We will prepare this evening's festivities. Just let us know when we're gonna go.
As soon as we're by ourselves, are we by ourselves?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So as soon as we're by ourselves, I look over at Roscoe
Hi.
and I say, okay, we're going to sow the seeds of chaos.
Okay.
We are going to need somebody who is way better at deception than me.
Okay.
So my thought, one idea, unless anybody has a better idea, is that perhaps you could stealthy as soon as we see one of these brothers, you could stealthy over to them and communicate with them and explain to them that what we have told the brother, but that we are truly here in order to make sure that that person can become chief. Like you could talk to Berthon and that
Oh, he's going to be at the
yeah,
play,
get
right?
them to so we plot them all against each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, what if I could manipulate all of them to like, for some reason, look squirmy during the play, and then they all just kill each other,
Right,
and then we
exactly.
just take over.
Exactly. But that way you can let one of them know that the other ones are against him, and you can even let the twins know that the other two are against the twins, and we can all just
Do we need
Have them all
any
kill
of these
each other.
people alive?
know.
Okay.
So alright,
I'm on
so
board.
you can take one of the brothers and I can take one because there's three brothers, right?
There's three, but the twins
Let's
are always
put it
together.
So you can do the one that's not a twin or the twins, and I'll take the one that you don't want.
Do you want to take the one with the wand, or do you want to take the one with the stone, or do you want to take the one?
The cloak.
No, we actually have the cloak.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Whichever
just
one you'd rather. I leave it up to you because you are the one wearing the cool hat.
There's Berthon,
He's paranoid already.
and then there's the Karfu and Darfu. Those are the
Do you want to
twins.
take the twins?
Sure, I'll take the twins.
Okay.
Do we know where we can get some
We need
firearms?
people who are stealthy and who are
We
good
want
at
someone to be
deception.
yes. Yes.
And I am
At least
one of those. But I am not both.
So we are going to convince them that we are here to help them unseat their other brothers.
Yes, I guess that Nagrut sent
So Nagrit sent
us
us to
For
help
them.
them. Okay,
I
Is it a bad idea?
I do see the potential in this backfiring if one of them stands up in the middle of this play and says, "They were sent here to destroy you, brother."
That's a good point.
No, they were sent here to destroy. They told us that they were sent to destroy you, and then now we have a united army, all plotting to go up against.
Well, then maybe they need
Where
to
did
come
you
up
get
with a
Roscoe's
reason.
accent?
I think
But,
actually,
Yes.
I think
What if we just say, don't tell anybody?
that's a good point. I think
You
we
are
should.
quite persuasive.
I think we should hedge our bets on one leader.
Yeah.
I think we've already started with one. I think we already have a rapport with one. I think we should leave it with the one whose name I can't remember, and let him win, help him kill his other brothers, and then he will be indebted to us, and we convince him that the way to repay that debt is to help us and lead his army.
Yes.
Off.
And to what you said,
Okay.
we can make them squirm
Aye.
as they're watching, and then it would
I can make
seem.
them squirm without convincing them or anything.
So the plays the thing.
Okay.
Wherein we
Capture the conscience of the king.
So couldn't like one of you just put invisible and like poke them with like a little stick and then have them jump up?
Yeah? Who wants to be invisible? Alright. I'll have, you can still.
I knew regardless of what we did, you were going to be very important for this.
Once you do something, once you cover them a little
No,
bit,
this
will
is
it not
greater
count as an
invisibility.
attack?
This is greater invisibility, so you can cast spells, you can make attacks, and you stay invisible, so long as I'm still concentrating on you being invisible.
Oh yeah. I also
She knows much, our new party member.
I also want to bring the fact that I have zero theatrical experience.
You're going to
Does
be
it
all
have to
techie.
be okay?
You can be the rock.
Oh no! I wanted to improvise with you guys.
What is the problem?
Oh, right. When I was a lad, and
Yeah.
back on board the old ship, we were the first of our kind, a floating improvisational theater group on board a ship.
Were you?
You are so cool, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you. We did improvisational theater.
And
I coined the term.
what is the difference between theater and improvisational
I
theater?
don't understand.
Improvisational theater has no pre-written lines. You make it all up on the stage. It's quite refreshing, actually. You don't have to worry about memorizing anything.
So the people in the audience just watch. But if you don't have any lines in your head, they just sit there and they're
This
quiet.
sounds like how we've approached every adventure that we've ever done as a
You
group.
just make it up on the spot, and it all works out.
I think that your skills, you're a very charismatic individual. I think
Thank
your skills are going to be better used as an actor. I think Callie is equally as stealthy as you, but is going to be less good at the theater.
You can make other people
I
invisible,
can make
right?
anyone invisible I want, but I can only do it once because it's the biggest spell I have.
I think I could do improv because you don't have to memorize any lines.
Well said.
You just gotta make stuff up, right?
So I just need
It's
to be
anything you
invisible
want.
and poke people
Yeah.
and make them squirm.
And you
Well,
can,
remember,
and
we're
you can do
following a
anything you want,
strict
and we'll
story.
stay as long as I'm concentrating.
Okay, and how long can you concentrate on this
I
for?
think an hour.
Double check that.
No, don't.
And Callie, do you remember?
Oh no, it's only a minute.
Oh, shit. That's not great.
That's not good at all.
That's not
Well,
that's not-
yeah.
Roll really
But
fast.
I can be super, super stealthy off to the side, and then you'll just have to let me know ahead of time when you're going to get to the part, give me a cue line perhaps, that they need to be squirming, and then you can cast the invisibility, and then I can go over and like,
I have
do
to,
that, and
be
then
able to
get out.
touch you though.
Ooh, so we might have to be super stealthy together next to each other, and then you can, and then I can go out.
Which is not hard for either of you.
Yes.
So,
Why couldn't you just each of you pick a twin? Even if it's just
Can
one.
she make us both
group.
invisible?
I can only do one person. I only had 1/4 level.
So then you're probably the best person to do this, then.
Sure.
Trogdor, do you have any spells that could help here?
Trevor to Brian. My ring of ability.
Brian?
I always forget. Is it an attuned item?
I think so, but it is not greater invisibility. It's regular invisibility, which means that if you were to poke someone, you would become visible and maybe like
You're right.
poke, poke, poke. Oh look, here I am.
I just wanted to touch
you
you.
could sneak
So
up.
enthralled by your presence.
You can sneak up, poke, 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 turn invisible.
Now, Callie, do you have in your notes the reason that Nagrut was upset with the powers that be? What was
Slain by Chieftain's son.
there was a thing that was setting the tribe she felt down the wrong path.
Prayer promise to take them to the forest of worms. Set them against each other. No.
Say that again.
she set them against each other. The Greyer promised to take them to the Forest of Worms. It was a force of orcs and ogres. Set them against each other. Oh, that's what she's telling us to do.
Do we know who?
Did you share that first bit?
The Greyer is
The
what
Greyer,
we
yeah, I shared about Greyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The Greyer
Greyer
was the one
took
who
them
orchestrated
here.
this. Yeah.
So they'd be close by.
So
Greyer led them here, and gave them dominion over the other orcs and ogres of the forest.
Now, technically, I can hide in plain sight. So I can, I mean, if I just moved a tiny bit, would I no longer be hidden? Like it says, if I stay still, other creatures take a -10 penalty to perception.
Right, as soon as you move, that motion would have the potential to draw attention. They would no longer have the -10.
However, if I was still, had my cloak up, I'd still have advantage. And
So what if you hang out in like a set and I hang out next to you, and then right before you need to go, I'll greater invisibility you, and then you have almost a few hits to like poke you and make them swim.
and I can cast pass without a trace, that'll be an extra 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So is the play going to be about the murder of the ghost?
Well, I mean,
Because that would probably make all those involved very nervous.
Yeah.
Okay, when we have the brother that we're working for, right?
Yes.
What if the storyline is the 3 other brothers are
Conspiring to kill him.
conspiring to kill him? Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Do we also want to show them killing the ghost? To
How
set
do you
them
kill
up
a
as
ghost?
murder? Well, I mean, she wasn't always a ghost. They killed
Probably
her.
create like a proton.
No, we're talking about the other brother, the brother we just talked to.
Yes. I followed that.
Or,
Griff is following this conversation.
or is it better?
Valley, perception for me, please.
Or is it,
Oh, 27.
You hear a tiny sound behind you and a little bit to the right. It almost sounds like someone throwing a pebble into the grass near your feet.
Okay, I look at my feet at whatever was thrown there.
There's a small pebble there.
Okay, can I follow? Can I follow it where it looks like it's come from, but without getting too far outside of the group? Just Okay.
Okay, so you kind of just like take a couple of steps and look.
I try to go as stealthily as possible so that I don't scare whatever it is away.
Okay.
So hood up and stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead, give me stealth.
27 again.
27 again. Okay. You start to move toward where it came from, and you see a hunched figure kind of in the foliage just outside the clearing.
Okay. Can I see anything? Like, does it look like an ogre? Does it look like a
Looks like
normal height person
looks
or
like
a
it
smaller person?
looks like it might be an orc.
Okay. And does it look like they're within hearing range of this group?
Possibly. Depends on how loud you guys were being.
Yeah, they're probably able to hear.
Okay. Then I will. I'm still. The group can still see where I am.
Mhm.
So they probably noticed me sneaking off at this point, maybe. No,
Callie, do you have to
not
pee?
Well,
You know-
you got a 27, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
they would have to make perception checks to notice.
But it's just one orc.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it far? How far is the party from this orc?
50 feet.
Okay, so they can catch up to me if this turns into a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep stealthing forward, see if
Okay.
I can get close to this person. whoever it
Okay.
is, and see if I basically can figure out their motivations, if they're trying to overhear us, or if this is something where they're looking to try to get our help or speak to us.
Okay. As you get closer, the orc looks right at you and goes, "Tsk,
Okay, I walk over to the orc.
you mentioned Nagrut.
Yes.
How you wish to avenge Nagrut. Is that true?
Insight,
Sure.
that one.
This orc really seems to want to know what your intentions are.
Crap. Why do you ask? Who are you?
You answer first.
Well, you realize based on how I answer, it could lead to my own death, correct?
I suppose it could.
So you answer.
And if I answer, it could lead to my death.
Well, you took a risk in coming here. Obviously, you wanted to talk to me.
Yes, I need to know why you are here. Is it what you said first, or what you said after?
I spoke to Nagrut. Nagrut is good. I believe Nagrut had the best of intentions.
Nagrut was my mother. I have been in hiding for many years. She sent me away to one of the other tribes, so that none would know I was hers.
Then yes, we're here to avenge Nagrut.
I would avenge her as well.
Are there others who could help?
Yes.
Then gather them. It's time.
What is your plan?
Put on a puppet show.
Members of our group will be putting on a charade.
Makes it sound so much less lame.
It does.
I don't know, charades is lame.
In order to pit the brothers against each other. In the ensuing, what we hope might be a battle, there may be an opportunity for those who are loyal to Nagrut to step in and help the tribe to once again follow her ways.
Beware Kafur and Darfu. They are not so easily swayed.
What could help us in swaying them?
I would make sure they do not reach the encampment.
What encampment?
Here. They have been sent for. If they do not come, that will be suspicious.
Intercept them.
Oh. Do you know what direction they're coming from?
Yes, they are coming from the west.
And do you know when they're due to arrive?
At sundown.
What time is it now?
It's like early afternoon.
Could more people intercept them for us while we play this charade?
I do not know if I can muster the forces necessary in time.
Half of us could go kill, and the other 3 people or 2 people can just stay and put on a crazy improv
Griff
show.
can't improvise and can't lie. He's a terrible
yeah.
liar,
I
so
mean,
I have
Bert
to
should
do
be
it.
the killer.
Okay, but that's the thing, is we could go, because I'm terrible at lying. Rosie could do her, not Rosie, Ilaria, thank you, hey. Ilaria could go through with her plan, but she could just do that on her own, yeah. Which would
Would you like me to improvise with Captain Roscoe Tosco, Master Zek?
We need a healer with you guys.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, is the 3 of us,
No, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like.
no,
She's poking people in the
I'm
butt.
poking people, and the 3 of you are doing the show.
Stop me from the people who have
Yes.
So the 3 of you play the brothers,
Oh,
she's stealthy, making them squirm. The 3 of us
Yes.
go and take out the twins.
Alright.
Depends. Well, the play can't go on until everyone's gathered anyway.
Well, and the play's probably
So
gonna
it
be
could be
close
like
to
a-
sunset
like a-
anyway.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Go
Okay.
on.
So I'll let you
But
finish yours.
Yes, yes.
You know, what I can do is I will bring her over towards the group, I
You
trust
have to
her.
rush.
Okay.
I'll bring her over
You
towards the
explain
group
all of
and
this.
explain all of
Yeah,
this.
Go, because I think I've gotten bit by the improv bug,
Oh.
and I have some ideas for our show. So I think it's a great idea. You can stay and then go over, and then just in case the twins get here, like she can poke them in the
And I can
back.
hook the other one,
or
because
hook the other
we're
one
stopping the twins, but not the other guy.
Right. The three of us can do the show. We've been thinking about this all along. Like, what if it was this amazing family, like these brothers and this family, but this outside source comes in, this Greyer Turin, and promises each of them power and wealth and tears apart the family. And therefore, like, if the family is torn apart, they forget everything. They forget honor and blood and knowledge, and I just need to get a dress.
No, Grayer was a man when all of this happened.
Oh,
Grayer was
that's okay. I was
the
looking
one.
forward
I
to it.
I could get a dress
No.
from somebody.
No.
But
to be
then
used.
No.
That's an Oscar Tosco I could give you as mentioned.
Maybe later. It's not a big deal. It raises questions. But but we should. But what if we did that? What if Grayer was the outside sort of maniacal?
In
While
that
they're
case,
while they're improvising, we slip away.
I asked her if she could lead us to where, in the direction that she feels that they would be coming from. And then, perhaps she could even, if she thinks that she could get reinforcements,
Yes.
then that would be great. And if not, she can just stay with us.
I will go and get reinforcements for you.
If we can get them to approach the twin brothers, it's less jarring than if we are suddenly there, because they don't know who we are.
We could
Be
even
very suspicious.
hide around
Yes,
them,
yes.
because I could do my dress without a trace, we could be stealthy,
Excellent.
and then surprise them, and we might even get a surprise round.
Do we want to kill them? Or are we trying to just, we want to kill them, don't we? We don't
have to.
care.
They're super not nice.
But it's
We
murder.
don't have to.
Right.
We could take them out and then let's render them unconscious,
Okay.
and then we can let their own tribe, those who were loyal to the Groot,
Decide what
decide
to do with them.
according to the laws of their tribe.
They will kill them.
Do I have time to
But then
load
it's
a spell into somebody's necklace? Like,
No.
We don't necessarily know that they will kill them. but
Let's
we know
find
that
out how this
they can do it
plays out.
according to their laws.
Yes, I agree. Let's find out how it plays out, because I feel like if they are terrible people, we will end up killing them.
if they don't wait, but if we go and we try and kill them, they know what we look like. And then they tell the others of it, and everything
We
goes-
cannot let them past us.
Would you like some costumes from our costume department?
Do you have costumes?
Does the costume department all of a sudden?
We're already away
Yeah,
from.
production
Unfortunately, we're
team.
already away from you.
Yeah, so we're going.
We're
We're gonna go.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
we'll
that
go.
would have been awesome.
She leads you into the forest,
Let's put
and
the
she shows you a spot along the path. We must pass here.
Okay, help us to sunset.
You probably got about an hour.
Oh, okay, so I cast pass without a trace.
And just to make sure they know, if they betray us, these new friends of yours, we kill them.
That'll work.
So you're saying this to
That
coward.
she's not still there.
I'm not
Oh.
saying it to her. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
she
it
went off to get
Right.
reinforcements, right?
I was trying to figure out whether you were saying this to her or not.
that's on her sway.
Yeah.
Unless it's mistaken.
Nope, that's okay.
You trust her.
Did you get her name or
I did not get her, well, I probably would have in our conversation as we walked up.
her name is
Yeah.
Tanoth?
Hanoff.
Yes. TA'N.
Okay.
You saw my uniform?
And what's her mom's name?
That's Root.
Is that N-A apostrophe?
Yeah, it's N-A.
Is that the
Oh,
is
yeah.
that- is that the lineage? Is the like Knopf and Groot names her name? Wasn't there a Groot?
The twins.
Root.
I thought you said there was a Groot somewhere.
Nagroot is the mother's name.
I thought in your story. There was some. What didn't you hear a Groot or something?
Yeah, but
that
it
very
was
familiar?
because it was she had said it in response to a question and she said not Groot was her name. But we heard no Groot was her name.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Confusion.
5 things you don't want to find in your bag of clothing.
Griff.
1,
Purple
2,
tunic.
2,
3.
Hot things. 4. Another bag of clothing.
5.
These are 5 things.
Things you don't want to stab.
Master Zed.
1,
Captain Ross Griffiths Coble.
2,
Master Griff.
3,
Master Charles.
4,
Lady Cat.
5.
These are 5 things. 5 improvements that you would have made to. Oh no, you're there. You're there too. 5 things that you like to eat for breakfast.
French toast.
1,
Eggs.
2,
With both of my enemies.
3.
You go.
I'm sorry. Waffles with whipped cream.
4.
These.
Bacon.
5.
These are 5 things.
How's it protocols? Oh.
5 things that you would hate to shock with electricity.
Myself.
1,
Did I mention myself?
2,
I've done it a lot to myself. It really hurts.
3,
4. I almost died. Seriously, I have to stop shocking myself.
4.
5. Any of you.
5.
These are 5 things.
So
Alright, walk
see,
up to you, pop it.
see, I think Z looks the most nervous because I think. So I'm gonna inspire him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, oh, I am you guys. Looks like Z's gonna win this play. If there ever was a perfect gnome, there's one qualified. Oh, I know you guys.
Guys, I think I'm gonna throw up just really quick before we go on.
You don't need to throw up. You don't need to throw up.
What G is that? An 8 or
I
a
can't
6?
remember.
I think I just need to throw up just a little bit.
Meanwhile, in the forest, give me your stealthy stealth.
5d8.
Oh god. I
Do you have
10
an
to
advantage?
Oh, and I'm also
You get an advantage with yours, right?
No,
No,
you
you
get
add 10.
10 plus whatever.
I got it.
Oh, and Maya apparently for her DM challenge just took a shot of something.
It's
Oh, I smell it.
bourbon.
Was it a special reserve?
No.
Oh.
I'm not gonna kill her.
No, I don't get advantage.
That almost did.
Maya now knows that she does not like bourbon.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I could have told you beforehand that Maya doesn't like bourbon.
Let's keep messing up the language.
I think I have disadvantage, right? Because I have heavy armor.
You have heavy armor, so you have disadvantage, but you get plus 10.
Yeah, cool. 16.
16,
35.
35,
34.
34.
They're all gonna see me.
And give me perception checks.
Yeah, exactly.
Nat 20.
Oh,
28.
28.
I'm using this one.
18.
All 3 of you here, approaching from the direction that they're supposed to be coming. It doesn't sound like running orcs. It sounds more like something 4-legged, or several 4-legged somethings heading in this direction. 4-legged orcs? No, there are no donkeys. Griff checked. Come on, man.
There were donkeys.
They came from
Oh,
3.5 miles away.
I'm
That's right. The
good.
donkeys were in the skies and they just dropped from 3 miles up. They're
I
apparently
probably
treated
couldn't
by
have-
One of the twins.
Can I sense? Can I? Communing with nature won't be as specific with these creatures coming this way.
No.
They're coming. Are we ready? Are we ready? Where are our little friends?
Now, position yourselves like as though you're in the woods near a path. Position yourselves where you would be with respect to each other. Say that the path is like 10 feet wide. And you have cover in the woods.
It's full of trees. Are they dense trees? Sparse trees?
A mix.
Can I stay within 10 feet of both of them?
Griff is in a tree.
Oh, Griff's in a tree? I'm just
How high up in the
Careful
tree
with
are
your-
you?
Oh, sorry.
I'd say 8 or 9 feet up. Not too
Okay,
high.
so like just a low hanging
Ambush
branch.
side.
Okay.
Ambush side.
Where are you?
I'll be,
I would probably not allow myself to be within 10 feet of you because
Yeah.
of your armor.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I can stay hidden. And
Right in front of the path.
I'm gonna be just anywhere else.
I'll be closer to Callie than a tree. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay.
That way, if they hear me, they're gonna hear me rather than.
You'd be closer to
I'd
Cal.
be closer to Callie.
And
That's fine.
we'll put
Because she'll hit him low. I'll hit him
Because
high.
ideally, I'm gonna let them pass me
Yes.
and then come out behind them.
So do you want to be in the middle, put him at the end, and put him near?
So that's our ambush.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
fine.
the
Or
Unless
I'm just-
Callie, you want to be here with your Tron.
Yeah, I would be a bit away from each because just in case somebody fails their self-check, I don't want them looking
What
like.
if you're here and he's here because you're
Oh,
so
so
Yeah.
staggered?
So which direction are they coming
They're
from?
coming from this direction.
Okay.
Okay,
Are they?
Yes, right?
yeah, that's
Yes.
fine.
All right. So you see, 4 giant wolves with orcs on them come riding into view, and they start to ride past Callie, and they pull up short near Trogdor.
Alright.
And you hear something in Orcish. Oh,
We can't understand them.
what do you do, Trogdor?
I'm gonna try and oh shoot. I think my Holy Avenger emits light, doesn't it?
If it's unsheathed, yeah, probably. But that wouldn't add any further disadvantage. I mean, you already have disadvantage, so I mean, you know.
Right. But like they're already stopped in front of me.
You can tell they see you.
Oh, I can tell they see me?
There's no question that they see you. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna do a secret weapon on my Holy Avenger and be like and bring it out and be like
You're gonna just say, just step out into the path or something?
I'm gonna step out to the path and say, I'm very sorry, but I don't speak Orcish.
No, that's as good as an option as any.
That is such a John thing to say.
Oh shit, we're performing improv for orcs.
Their humor is so different too.
They don't understand. It's gonna be a lot of physical comedy, guys.
Three Stooges suck.
And I want to be ready, so that if any of them are
Okay.
going to move me toward me with hostility, I can hit them first. Maybe can I do that? Can I hold action like that?
Not really, because they're seeing you at the same time, and
Alright, so
they've
then
noticed you, so
Then don't worry about
it
it.
would become an initiative thing.
Okay.
You can try and distract them while Callie sneaks around behind them.
Yeah, I'm
But-
sneaking up, while he's talking, I'm sneaking up behind him, but I'm trying very hard to stay out of sight. If they act aggressively, I'm immediately gonna hit.
So if there's 4 here, are you sneaking up behind this
Yeah, sure, I'll
one?
sneak up behind that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna sneak up behind the dog one, the one represented by the dog, because I have that new awesome
Whirlwind attack.
whirlwind attack. So yeah, that's the one I'm sneaking up behind.
I've got a javelin in my hand.
Okay. All right. So, Drogdor, you step out. And you're like, really sorry. Don't speak Orc. And they look at you, and they mutter something amongst themselves. And then one of them says, "Who are you to appear in our forest?"
Hi, name's Trogdor.
Oh, put your hand back.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
You do not belong here.
Well, I was just wandering through, and I thought, why don't I belong here?
How did you get past the patrols?
The patrols? Well, I didn't see any patrols on my way in.
You lie. This is Featherspear country.
Really? What are the feather spears? Deception?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm so rebellious. Ah, no. That's really bad time to get that.
Folks.
And so, just to show you how bad the nat one was, I just rolled for the 2 of them, Darfu and Karfu. They both rolled 2s.
Oh, I would have done better had I
All you had to do was not roll
anything else.
But
You
you
just
know it's
have
Darth through
both
and Karfu. It's not just a random
You
party.
just lied.
Got it!
No, it was obviously them.
Here we
No,
go.
it wasn't. I was worried.
Yeah.
It could have been a patrol.
There are
I'm
four.
gonna say, so they don't believe any of this, right?
No,
Not
they
two of them.
I was thinking
They draw swords.
I say, alright, fuck it. And I just say,
Callie, you
They
see,
just drew
you see them
swords.
draw swords.
Okay, then I am going to,
You're gonna use
By
this, you're
rolling
gonna do
attack.
surprise attack?
yeah, surprise, whirlwind attack.
And he ready to action with the javelin.
Okay.
So this is the first time I've done this one, so I'm hoping I understand it correctly.
I believe you make an attack roll against everyone.
Yeah, and basically everybody within 5 feet, so I can't get to that, to Robin over there, but I can get to Batman, the dog, and
Now, and each of them is on a wolf. So the wolf is in the same space, so you can get all of the wolves as well because.
oh, awesome,
So
okay.
basically, you will be able to make 6 attack rolls. It's your whole action though. You'll still have your bonus action, but it's not an attack, it's an action. So basically,
Well,
it replaces your attack action. You can't hit everybody twice.
right, well, no, it was saying that it's a full action, I don't get an offhand,
Oh, okay.
but I still get my second attack, it looked like,
Oh, okay.
unless I'm.
So one of them, maybe you pick one of them to do like a secondary attack. Like, do you?
I just know
get
you
two
can't hit
rolls?
all 6 of them twice. I don't think.
Oh, okay, all right,
That would. I don't think that that's how that works.
okay. And it says it's a separate attack for each,
Yes.
so I have to roll to attack every
So
single one.
you make 6 separate to hit rolls.
Okay,
Could I argue that because it's a surprise that she should have advantage on these?
Oh, she definitely gets advantage.
okay,
Oh, all 6?
Because
Okay.
it's one spinning sweeping strike.
Yeah.
okay. So, first guy is a,
Advantage, remember.
yeah, I can roll an advantage.
Are you going orcs or wolves first?
I'll go wolves first, right?
Okay. First
Okay.
wolf.
27
Hit.
first. Should I just roll all the attacks first? And
Sure.
then we'll do the damage. Second attack is 27.
Hit.
Or actually it's 28, but yeah. Third is 25.
Also hit.
Fourth is 24.
Hit.
Fifth is a 21.
Hit.
And sixth is a 21.
Also hit.
Okay. Do I do damage separately for all of them too?
If you want to just roll damage once, you can,
Okay. It's
and just apply the same damage to all of your hits.
D6, yeah, D6 plus 6.
It's with your sword, right?
Yeah.
So
It's not a.
so you still have the
Oh, I still get like my
fire damage or is it ice damage?
shoot. Yeah. I get my crap. I thought that was.
And they're humanoids.
Yeah, I don't get Colossus. I forgot to do Hunter's Mark, but that would have been weird anyway.
I was gonna remember that.
And I didn't get my bonus action, so I could have done that.
Right.
They are considered humanoid.
Humanoid, yes.
So I get my +4 for that.
So it should be.
Oh, and it's supposed to be.
So it's what, a D6 plus a D8 plus 10?
Yeah, it's a D6. No. Ice damage. Yeah, that's right. I didn't do my ice damage. I'm sorry. Thank you. Wow. 2. That sucks. So it's 13
Ooh,
damage.
wow. I'm just
Each.
marveling at how low that was.
Yeah. Well, that's because I rolled a 1 on the D6 and a
Yep.
2 on the D8.
No, don't stop now. I mean, do stop now, rolling.
Alright, well, no, we're
No,
checking to see whether she gets her second attack.
It looks like you don't. The only thing that
Okay.
stacks with it is something called Horde Breaker.
Okay.
If that's something that you have as a, I think you took something else instead
Yeah,
of taking Horde Breaker, but it looks like because it's, yeah.
So no bonus action, no second attack.
Right, so that was your round, and now we go to initiative.
No,
Oh, wait,
Griff,
when I
Griff,
go surprise attack too?
Griff, yes.
Okay, so I've raged up, and I get advantage on my throw?
Yeah, so you're taking a bonus action to rage.
Yes.
Okay. Now, which one are you attacking?
Well, I'm going straight through to these 3.
Okay.
And I got 25.
Okay, I'll say that you are going to hit the riders because you're aiming at the same height and not the wolves.
So you say, but the lightning does 5 feet of damage, however you look at it. And so I hit, so that's 1d6 plus 6 and 4d6. So 5d6.
Well, it's the ones that get hit by the lightning just get the 4d6.
Okay.
And then the one at the end takes the extra damage.
Got it.
But it should be more than 1d6 plus 6, I think.
Well, yeah, so I'm just going by what it says right here.
Because what's your strength bonus?
Oh, with rage I get 3.
So you get 3 points for rage, but you also get a strength bonus.
Your strength is 6 now.
Okay, so
Six.
So
so
9.
1d6 plus 9.
1d6 plus 9. Let me just check real quick on that rage bonus there.
And is one of the ones that he's hitting the one that you missed, or is he also missing the one that you? No, he's missing the one that you missed as well because of the lineup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they make their throw or they didn't make their throw?
Let me roll. No, and no.
So they all take the lightning damage, which is 4d6.
Nice roll.
That is a nice roll.
12, 17 plus 9.
No, just 17.
No,
So 17. The last guy takes 17 plus your strength modifier
Plus
plus
my rage.
plus your rage,
Which is the
The other has
which is the 9.
No, because it's lightning. You can't make your lightning angrier. You can't channel anger.
Roll
into
one more
lightning.
d6 for me.
So do you,
So 6. So
17
so
plus
the
6
last
is
guy
23.
the last guy takes an extra 15.
takes an extra 15 on top of the 17.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Damage.
But again, 2 throws.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because this is you get a surprise action, so yeah.
Oh!
28.
So do the same thing again.
Same thing again.
All right. Let me double check their saves. Fail.
Wow, we go back to
Success and a fail.
Oh man,
Okay,
this is so good.
another 12
Okay.
plus the extra is 10.
All right.
Let's keep that one for me. I got one more javelin.
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy that you've hit with the javelins, in addition to the lightning, falls off of his roof.
Was he one of the ones that we think is? Oh, never mind. I won't.
He
I agree
falls
with
off
that.
like he's dead.
He falls off like he's at the least unconscious.
Okay, so we take him out.
All right. Now it is initiative.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
13.
12.
12 for Trogdor. 19 for Griff.
13.
No, 19 for Callie. 15 for Griff. Sorry. Oof. Some good initiative from the bad guys. All right. So the wolves act first. Yeah, I rolled a 19 for the wolves. All right. So 2 of the wolves are going to attack Trogdor.
Seems legit.
One will hit and one will miss.
Okay.
Trogdor, you take
What's the one that hit roll?
nat 19.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, good. You take 11 points of piercing damage as his teeth clamp onto you. Okay, Callie, you get, and your armor only goes up if it's 2 attacks from the same person, correct?
Yes, same person.
Okay. So I'll just roll both of the, oof, those are not great attack rolls. So both of the wolves miss you. The orc that is sitting, the orc that has not been hit yet, is holding a bow, and he's going to fire twice into the trees at Griff.
Does Griff have partial cover in the tree?
No. Okay, a 21 on the first attack, and a 24 on the second. And on the first one, he is going to use his sneak attack.
Remember, I'm raged.
Yep.
Dude,
Attacks, man.
rogues, man.
The damage halved is 18. And I need for you to make a Constitution saving throw. And then the second attack. Constitution saving throw. Fortunately, Griff's good at that.
26.
Yep, you're fine. And the second attack, you take 5 points of piercing damage after cutting it in half.
Okay. After roll Constitution save again?
Nope, not for that one. Okay, Callie.
Okay, was that one of the rages where I get advantage the next time or not? Doesn't he do something right? Never mind. Okay,
That's reckless
Okay.
attack.
reckless attack, that's what it was.
That's money.
Okay, okay, so apparently I can have a bonus action, I just don't get to use that bonus action for the
Okay,
second
so
attack.
do you want to say that your bonus action last time was casting Hunter's Mark?
It's
Since
okay, I'll cast it this time.
no, because you said you were going to do it, so I'll go ahead and let you have it.
Okay, alright,
You just didn't think you were
I
allowed
just, I
to.
won't add the damage from the last time.
No,
And
right.
I only get to add it to one of them, anyway. Cause I can only Hunter's Mark one of them,
Right, correct.
So, I'll just roll the damage on the, I'll roll to attack the 6, just like
So
you
you're
did
gonna
before.
roll it again?
Yeah,
Okay, you don't have advantage this time because
Right.
they are no longer surprised.
correct. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 wolves, and then 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
First one is 13,
total,
13 total, yeah.
that will miss,
Okay, second one is another 13.
also a miss,
Third wolf is a 27,
that will hit.
okay. First person is a 19.
Hit,
Second person, nat 20.
hit, and the third one is already down, so.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Hunter's Mark, I'll just go Hunter's Mark
So
would
good.
be on the first anyway, because that's what I would have said.
Yep.
So Hunter's Mark on the first, so damage on that first wolf?
The dog's wolf?
Yes.
No, Batman's wolf?
Yeah, whatever 1, 2, 3 is.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, this 3 is
Damage on that one is 5, 6. Oh, damage on all of, that's right, we were gonna roll damage all at once. Okay, so the damage on the first wolf was 21.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm taking out Hunter's Mark. The damage on the second wolf was a miss, right?
The first and second one,
First and second were hits, right?
oh no, the first and second were misses, the third was.
Oh, okay, so the third one, I'm sorry. So the first and second were misses. The third one then was that, the Nebraska said.
Okay,
Okay, so and then the first two. The first one, the damage, the first orc,
mhm,
the damage is 16.
okay,
And then the second one with the nat 20, so I'm doubling the die. 12, 22.
oof, that guy's hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Alright, so, and your bonus action,
My bonus action was the 100 mark.
that was last round's bonus action.
Oh, I would keep my 100 mark up, because I,
You don't,
oh,
yeah,
I
but
don't
you-
have to. I
right,
don't have anything I can do, I don't think.
Offhand?
No, I'm not allowed to use
You
offhand
have to deal.
beforehand.
oh, okay,
So
then yeah, you
yeah,
probably
so
don't have anything.
I'm out.
Okay,
Yeah, do you either of you need him?
Not yet.
Not yet.
alright,
I can't hear you yet.
the orc that is hanging on by a thread,
Which one's that?
he's going to take a swipe at Callie
Oh, yeah, because
and miss.
come back up with the 1.
The
Well, that's this guy.
No, that guy's down.
No, when they go
Yeah.
down, they come back with 1 hit point.
But they haven't come back up yet.
right.
Oh, hang on by a he's still up.
Let's see, and then the other orc that has been taking damage, who looks like he's better armed and armored than the other one. He is, because Callie keeps hitting everybody, he is going to take 2 swipes with his short sword.
Does he move away from Trogdor?
No, if Callie is in range of hitting him, which is 5 feet, then he is in range of hitting her.
I don't know how the movement thing works. Yeah. Okay.
So he doesn't have to move. He just has to swing at her.
Okay.
Okay, 1 hit, 1 miss. Callie, Constitution save.
That one.
That's one. Okay.
Oh no, you add. Oh no, wait, hang on.
Is she within 10 feet of you? I can't
Is
tell
that
from here.
no, I
But
don't.
it's still in that one, so it
Still
doesn't
not
matter.
doesn't matter.
So many dice.
Oh, but if she were in within 10 feet of me, she gets advantage on her saves because of the Holy Avenger.
Yeah.
But I don't think she is. Is she?
It's debatable. Are you on the path or are you off the path?
I'm on.
He said he's on the path, and these guys are fighting him, and then you
If
snuck
he's
up
on
right
the path,
behind
then
him.
we're within 10 feet of each other.
Then
Okay, then you get
roll,
advantage.
then roll
Roll
again.
again.
You get an advantage, and also you add my charisma to that, which is now 4.
Oh, so it would be 6 plus
Plus.
4 is 10 plus my con is plus 3, so 13.
So still not successful, but
That's okay. But much better than the
Not
1.
yes. And
Thank
so you take 36 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 11 points of poison damage.
47 total.
All right. Griff,
I'm going to
Trogdor, you are on deck.
use my last javelin through Mr. Bow and Arrow and his ride.
Okay.
One dice. 17.
17 misses. Oh, actually, no. It hits the wolf. Because the wolf is the second thing. It hit him first.
So,
He makes his save. The wolf also makes his save. So they will take half damage from the 4d6s. Both of them.
okay, 16,
So they take 8.
but not that extra damage.
Yeah,
Not the
Oh,
rage damage.
the wolf
or
does.
Not for the lightning, but now you
So
still
roll one more
roll the
D6.
you still roll
Okay,
the
now
extra damage
9.
for the wolf.
11.
Okay.
All right, for my second action, can I leap onto Bow and Arrow guy using like dash or what? have you?
Well-
Like, what do I have skills?
So you want to try and leap out of the tree onto him?
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it.
Oh, okay. So is it?
Acrobatic.
Oh, okay. That was the. Okay, I'm sorry. I applied the damage to the wrong guy. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, it's Robin.
Yeah.
It's the dude that hasn't been taking any damage. From
Right.
the
So it
guys
doesn't
who are
take any damage yet. So I would say that you would make an athletics check.
Okay.
And if you are successful, then it will be a normal attack roll.
20.
Okay, so now you can just make a regular attack roll at him.
It's with Winter's Bite,
It's-
so that is.
That hits.
Yeah, it definitely hits, but I think it's 27.
Okay, so so you're not trying to tackle him, you're trying to do a leaping attack.
Yes.
Okay, so you leap and you smash your weapon down on him.
Yes.
So I will give you an extra d6 of damage.
So that is 98,
Leaping attack.
96, and
All right. Meanwhile, Trogdor, start figuring out what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and tell me because he's just adding numbers right now.
I'm ready to go ahead and swing twice at the people around me, the 2 men, the 2 orcs.
6 plus 3.
Not swing
Yeah,
twice,
your
once
strength
in
and
each.
your rage.
And I
And what is your
will,
bonus body too?
and I will break the master for both of those, so I only have 11.
17.
And if I hit one, I'm gonna use depending on how hard the hit is, I'm using some rage.
Okay, now the Batman one again looks better armed and armored than the other one.
Okay, so in that case, I will not Great Weapon Master on him. Do you want me to roll his first?
Sure.
So I won't
17
grab.
points of damage.
Okay, so hang on. 17 points of damage. Thank you.
So I will not Great Weapon Master for this one.
Okay.
Which is good that I didn't, because that is a 23.
Okay, you hit.
So then I I will throw because he looks heavily armored, right?
Not heavily armored. He just looks like he's wearing nicer armor and has better weapons than the other guys.
I'm gonna throw a second level divine.
Okay. Second level divine smite.
So 1, 2.
Oh, I didn't do my fire damage.
Okay, roll the fire damage and add it in.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead and roll.
There's a lot of iron going on.
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
No, you
So
also
get your
have
roll ones, please?
Yes.
for the d6s.
For the
Yes.
D6s.
For the d8s, no.
Which is 2 of them. So that's much better.
That is better.
$30 points of damage.
Damn.
It's a 5 fire.
Are you gonna use? So he's still up though. Are you gonna use your second attack on him, or are you gonna use your second attack on the other orc?
No, I'm gonna use my second attack on the other orc and drop and drop a great weapon master on that one. So
Okay.
if I hit, I have 10, which I probably will. That is a 26.
That will hit.
Even -10?
Uh,
Or -5, sorry.
yes, because -5 I only get a +11 to attack if I'm sacred weaponing. So
5 fire.
5 fire. Thank you.
so I will throw a first level at him, divine smite at him.
That's the one that I had said looked rough.
That one was the one that I hit. Then never mind. I won't throw a first
Okay.
level divine smite at him. That's fine.
Batman's doing that.
Ooh, that's good. 31.
And he's down.
Can I eat him?
Batman.
No, not Batman. The other non-Batman one is down.
Doggy.
Doggy.
And the wolf is down too?
No.
No. Oh, is the wolf the Kit Kat?
Yep.
Yeah, the wolf is a Kit Kat.
He's not dead. He's just down.
I don't know the wolves.
Well, are they attacking us without the riders on? We won't know until the.
Well, it's the wolf's turn now, so
Yeah.
let's find out.
Are there
So
wolves?
let's see. There's 2 wolves that are
Probably
2
not a
wolves
Kit
that are
Kat,
close
it's
enough
not
to attack Callie, and they will. 19.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Or
Oh,
you're
no,
fine.
actually, because I have my sword out, I'm at 20.
Then they both miss.
Okay.
All right. 1 wolf on Trogdor. And net 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
heals.
24 points of piercing damage.
That's alright.
And then that wolf is going to take off into the woods with its move. So you get an opportunity attack, Trogdor.
On the wolf.
And Callie, you also get an opportunity attack if you want it.
Both.
There's
both
2
Uh,
wolves, both with riders.
Batman's wolf.
So even
Batman's
though
Even though
Batman's
Batman's
on
still
it,
up?
Oh no. Which
Oh,
direction?
Batman's going.
they're bolting towards the.
So he's heading into the woods. So Callie and Trogdor get opportunity attacks against that wolf.
On the wolf and the person on top of the wolf?
Well, you can pick which one you want because you only get 1 opportunity attack. So it's up to you which one you want.
Do I get whirlwind opportunity attack? Because if so, I can hit both of them.
Opportunity is a reaction, not an action. So it's just an attack.
So it's just regular attack. Okay, well then,
You can also let Trogdor go first and see what he does.
yeah, I'm gonna let Trogdor go first.
I'll hit the wolf.
Okay.
Can I great weapon master this one?
Yep.
Let's hope I hit. Not great.
Wolves are gonna have a lower AC.
19.
Yep.
Whew. Okay. I'm gonna throw because this is a bit important.
Sure.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna throw. I just throw a second level of divine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll throw a second level of divine. Choose. I'm going to roll that one. That's worse, but it's okay. 36 damage on that wolf.
And the wolf goes down. And the orc fails his dex save and is now prone on the ground. So your opportunity attack will have advantage.
Okay, I am going to do, for an opportunity attack, do I get the bonus action? Can I transfer my hunter's mark?
No.
No, okay. Alright, then I'm just gonna hit it.
Roll twice.
Well,
Advantage.
On laying on the
oh,
ground.
that's right, thank you for saying that. That is a 20, not that.
That will hit,
Okay, no hunter's mark.
but you do have Colossus.
Yes.
Favorite enemy.
Nice. 23.
Ooh, he's looking rough.
What a shame. Are the wolves, are the guys that are down over there, are they on wolves still, or are they?
No, they've fallen off the
They've
wolves.
fallen off the wolves. That's interesting. So the wolves can retreat, that's okay.
All right, let's see. The one that is facing Trogdor, or not the one that's facing Griff, is going to attack twice with a short sword. A miss in a nat 20. Con save for me, Griff.
17.
Yep, you're fine. So you don't take the poison damage, but enraged. Yep. After cutting it in half, you take 28 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And sneak attack
Need some
combined. Callie, you are up.
Okay, the opportunity attack happened before they moved away, correct? So they're still within 5 feet?
Yep.
Okay, so I have basically 2 wolves left and a prone, big, like, more strong guy. Okay.
Do you pick and choose who you're whirlwinding? Because I think I'm in the way.
Anybody within 5 feet, but I can avoid.
Yeah, you don't. You can. Yep.
I'm just that talented. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark over to stronger guy, Batman. And do.
He's still on the ground, so you get advantage on him still, and the attacks on the wolves are normal.
Okay, so the attack on, I'll do the wolves first. The 2 wolves. First wolf was a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Second wolf is a 13.
The 17 hits, the 13 does not.
Okay. And then the Batman guy is a nat 20.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
So,
That's it.
okay,
That's a definite.
I can't wait to see how bad it is.
let me move
What,
that hunter's mark.
Okay. No, like just.
Okay, so the wolves are 8, 9, 10, 15 plus 6, 21.
Okay, both wolves are down.
Although, no, I'm sorry. One of the wolves.
'Cause
Because
the
I
other
didn't
one
hit
shouldn't.
one of those wolves.
Oh, okay, you missed one.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Batman guy is, oh my gosh, I get to double the hunter's mark. That's amazing. 13, 20. Oh, that's 20. 40,
Ah,
10, 50.
Boy, is he dead.
Super
Eat that
duper dead.
he's
So-
Batman.
Eat that Batman. Eat that Batman.
No,
Alright.
no, Joseph.
Go and eat that Batman.
Alright, so there's only one wolf left at this point. And 2 guys down.
No, there's 2 wolves left.
Oh, 2 wolves. I didn't
One
see
guy
that
left.
wolf over there.
2
Okay,
wolves,
got it.
1 guy.
Oh yeah, I haven't been hitting that wolf.
You 2
I've been working on it.
2 wolves.
I'll just get him ready for you to kill him. You know how it works.
All right, let's see. I believe that brings up Griff's turn.
All right. Winner's bite. 14. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't call it though.
A 14 misses.
Yeah. So now I'm going reckless attack.
Okay, reckless on the second one.
Yes.
Were you reckless last time too, or?
If we retroactively do it, but even still, I only got 18.
18 also misses. All right, Trogdor.
Where am Okay, I'm
So there's,
closer to the wolf and the other guy.
yeah, you're closer to Wolf
And Griff,
Robin
so
and
that's
Griff.
good, because he's been taking the brunt of the damage now. I'm gonna go ahead, I think I can afford another attack, because you're still over a section, not that I know that, but he still looks strong. So, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go ahead and, say, drop one on the wolf, one on the person.
Okay,
And both of those are gonna be
great weapon.
great weapon.
Okay, so Wolf first.
Wolf is going to be a 18.
Hit.
Other guy is going to be on its side. Another 18, which is a miss. I
The
think.
18 is a miss, yes.
So, via that, I'll just hit the wolf, and I'll just do great weapon. Here, these are yours. Oh, that's really bad. That's not ideal. 25
25, okay.
on the wolf.
25 is not ideal.
It was like,
Alright, so Wolf's turn.
And I'm actually near this wolf, that's the one I've been, sparrow looking at, so.
well, I rolled 7.
Alright, so that wolf is going to attack Kelly. Oh, it's actually going to hit for a change. For a grand total of 11 points of piercing damage.
Are you still okay?
And the other wolf is going to leap past Griff and start to try to head down the path.
Oh.
Since we are in a new combat round, that means you will each get a reaction.
Okay.
Griff and Trogdor.
I'm going to try and hit the wolf again like we did last time.
Okay.
Do you want me to just go first?
Why don't you go ahead?
Okay, I'll try and hit the wolf again. I will sacred weapon this one.
I thought you already had. I thought the sacred weapon was.
Oh, I mean, sacred weapon's already done. I will great weapon master. Sorry.
Okay.
What battle round is it?
It's only the third.
Okay, so I'm still good. I'll great weapon master again.
Okay.
Which is a 21.
Hit.
I'll throw first level divine in there. Yeah, I'll throw first level divine.
Okay.
I really want this thing to die, so that we get more attacks on the other guy.
What's your minimum here?
It's
Well, he's probably dead.
Okay. Griff, roll an attack against the guy. Let me check if he
Advantage, right?
He does make his dex save, so he's not prone.
Yeah, how much health did the wolf have?
25.
Is my attack at advantage?
Yeah.
No. if you take reckless, it is at advantage. If you
Well,
want.
but I'm in reckless mode, but
Yeah. So that's okay.
I killed.
so what does that mean?
That means you get advantage.
Missed.
Damn. All right. Now it's Robin's turn, and so he's going to attack Griff. First attack will hit. Second attack will also hit. Constitution saves twice, please. Griff.
23.
Plus my advantage and plus my charisma. On all of that.
27 on that Constitution check.
Okay.
So that one's missing. And then that one's again 20.
Okay, so 18 from
28-ish.
18 from the first attack, and 7 from the second. Callie, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to transfer my hunter's mark to this wolf that's right in front
Okay.
of me. I am no longer doing a whirlwind attack because I am hoping to get a second attack from that other guy behind me. So, first attack on the wolf is a 14.
That hits. It's a wolf.
Oh, good, okay. Hunter's mark's off, okay. So, 28,
And it's down.
okay? And
Have
then
another wolf.
can I use my movement.
Yep.
To go over to.
Absolutely.
Robin, okay, and hit him. That's an 18.
Miss.
Yeah, miss. 18s have been missing. I think it is.
But he's surrounded now. I don't know.
All right. Griff.
All right, that's more like it. 30.
Hit.
And that's,
You want to roll both your attacks,
yeah, that's great.
and then
And then if you hit twice, just double all the dice.
That
31.
okay. So those both hit. So just roll double all your dice, and then double what you would add,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where are the
Double all my dice.
and double what you would add to 2 hits.
So yeah, that was a 19, a natural 19.
Yeah, no.
You did the math. All right, so 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, but 12 of that was fire damage, plus 9.
9 twice, right?
Yeah, twice.
So 38.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah, it is.
Alright. I am not going to Great Weapon Master. Great Weapon Master has not worked on this guy set thus far. I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing.
Yeah, Callie hit the other guy a couple of times first, and then everybody else is going to concentrate.
That's gonna hit. That is a 34, I
That
think.
hits.
And
I haven't been finishing.
I'll tack on a first level one to that one, and I'm just gonna roll all my both of them at the same time. And that is a 27.
Okay, that also hits.
And I'll just roll all of it together. But I tacked the first level Divine Smite on the first one. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I'm gonna do.
Ooh, that's a lot of big numbers.
Plus I get to reroll this one. Where's my other? No, yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Whoa. Pretty close.
So.
You want some more bourbon, Maya?
He's hitting Robin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gotta be able to kill off Robin with that.
There's one person. He's this sword and all of it. It's craziness.
51.
So close. Come look, I am
No!
Oh man, dude! I should have added that one extra
It's one of
divine.
the situations where he's like, Callie will just come up and go, crumbles
Which is
dust.
great, because she always used to be the person that would
Everyone always used to steal the kill from her. She would like do 74 points of damage.
Oh no, Callie and I have a thing where I don't get the kill shot and Callie will come and get the kill shot. It's okay. We work together.
Well, and,
I want a kill shot.
And it wraps around and he throws his swords down on the ground.
Oh, you can't kill him.
She can kill him.
She can, but would she?
Would. It depends on which Callie we're talking.
She has tried before, and other people were there to stop her. Reardon was there to stop her.
Okay.
He says, I don't know what you want, but let us talk.
Are we still in initiative?
Well, Callie is next. So Callie, it depends on what Callie does as to whether or not we drop out of initiative.
Okay, I say kneel.
Okay, he kneels.
Griff.
And he says, tend to my brother, please.
We got the twins.
Right. Griff, do you want to tie his wrists? I mean, we have
Yes.
something to tie him with.
Yes.
Trogdor, do you want to tend to his brother and tie up his brother?
I will tie up his brother before I tend to his brother.
Okay, so you're going to.
He's probably making death saves at this point.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
You've got
Then
12 seconds
I'll do 5. I'll give him a lay on hands 5 hit points,
Okay,
and then
that's good because he just had a nat 1 on the save.
and then tie him up and say if he would think about moving. I'll hit you
You
again.
got, everyone got, killed the wolves got Kit Kats, but you did a lot of damage. Oh,
Alright, he's bound, and you bind the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
By the way, Josh, 3 hit points left.
Ah!
So,
I should have done that extra bit.
so
Yeah.
Tanoff is not back yet, never came back, never returned.
Well, I mean, Tanoth hasn't been gone that long.
Okay,
It's been like about 15 minutes.
okay. Because I would rather, I don't want to bring these brothers into the middle of the performance. But I would also rather, I mean,
It's about another 20 minutes or so, and Tanoth comes back with.
okay.
Are we done with them? We're done with the battle with them?
Yeah, we're
I
doing
think, yeah.
part of it. Now, are we?
What's our
Are
plan?
you doing anything else to these guys, or just tying them?
Do we know, are these for sure the twins?
They look alike.
I'm asking Callie. We're just
Have your
conversating.
distance all
Where
over
we're
the
at.
place.
Who is Carfu and who is Darfu?
Robin says, "I am Darfu. That is Carfu."
no, you're Robin.
I say we wait until Tanoff gets back.
Do we want to let them know why we attacked them? Or are we just
Well-
gonna should we tie them up and hide them somewhere?
Let's at least hide with them to talk to them off the path, but I'm happy to say, what can you tell us of your tribe, of Nagrut, and of Harkrog Sharpfang?
Nagrut was a fool, and she got what she deserved.
Did you kill Nagrut,
I did not kill Nagrut.
your brother?
My brother. Which brother?
Damn it, your twin brother.
Is it Carfu talking or Darfu?
Darfu.
Okay,
Did Carfu kill
Nagrut.
Nagrut?
No, he would have told me if he had.
Who killed the group?
I do not know. I just know that we did not.
Where are your friends?
I am waiting for Tanoff
Oh, that's the no.
to get
Now, do
back.
you say
That's
that?
who we're waiting.
No,
No.
Just asking.
We'll whisper.
she should be back.
Who's supposed to help us fight these guys?
She should be back any second now.
Alright, well, let's hide in the bushes with them.
Yes.
The underbrush, behind the trees.
Are you going to head up? Are you going to head off a little ways in the direction that Tanoth is supposed to come back from, or are you going to just?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Is this them dressed up for the performance?
No, that's enough. And
Got it.
All right. You can hear someone coming down the path.
Can I look, see, can I look and see if either of them are, like, can I just use like an arcana or something? Yeah, I know it's a horrible thing, but to see if anyone is like healing each other or
Sure.
just to make sure that they're not like cheating the system.
Sure.
Kind of thing. That's not great. An 8?
It doesn't look like anyone's being healed.
Okay.
Okay, so you go down the path a little ways, and sure enough, it's Tanoth with a squad of warriors.
Can I stay with them?
it's enough. That's Shaka on the walls.
We stopped them. They're alive, but they're bound. We do not feel that it is our place to pass judgment upon them. We feel that it is those who were loyal to Nagrut.
What do you think we should do with them?
They say they didn't kill Nagrut.
Do you believe them?
Well, we're strangers. I have no way of knowing whether they're lying or telling the truth.
Would you like to speak to them?
If they see my face, I must kill them.
I should have done an insight check when we asked about it. But I can
We
go
can
back
do it
and
again.
I can go back and ask them again.
Okay.
Do an
Stay
insight
here.
check on that.
We'll be right back.
So,
Or I can do a zone of truth.
sure, yeah, you wanna talk?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll drop the zone of truth,
Okay.
and then we'll do that.
And they answer the same way again, and they're telling the truth. Neither of them did the killing.
Okay.
Do you know who did the killing?
We do not.
Okay.
Also true.
Also true, because there's this other truth. That's also true.
Is-
I'm gonna-
Could it have been one of your brothers? It could have. Did they have reason to kill Nagru? Why would they want to kill Nagru?
Because she was leading us on a false path.
More details.
She was trying to make us into humans and not orcs.
In what way?
She pushed us away from the ways of conquest and battle.
Towards peace?
Yes.
She sounds horrible.
Oh, she sounds.
Well, these guys are obviously warriors. And terrorists.
So you go back over to Tanath.
Yes.
Arms wide open.
I'm gonna continue to, if that's all right, because I still have some truth.
Okay.
You know Greater Turin, correct?
Yes.
What did she promise you?
Dominion over this forest.
In what way does that include conquest of other land?
It does not.
So I don't understand. So if you're allying yourself with her, but you're not going to be able to do any more conquests, any more things like that, I don't understand where your viewpoint is where you're coming from.
Chris goes back.
We still have dominion over this forest, and we can expand as we please, but we are not obligated to.
Did you already have? I blocked that. Did you already have dominion over the forest before?
No, we lived elsewhere.
Is it split between the 4 brothers?
No, the eldest rules. For now.
How do you feel about that?
I just said for now, you figure it out.
I can't. I tried. Did you figure it out?
He's gonna kill. They're gonna kill him.
Oh, is your plan to kill your brother? To kill the brother who leads the forest?
Or to get someone else to do it for us.
I go back out to Cali.
Is there any way we can dissuade you from joining forces with Greater Turin?
We are already aligned.
Is there any way we can convince you to betray?
Have you met Greater Turin?
We have.
The best thing we can do is have these brothers never meet up with their other brother. If we have them go in there, they want to kill the brother we met, the guy who leads this place.
Yeah.
If we hand these 2 over to your friend, can they just keep them somewhere? To keep them hidden somewhere? They are not in charge of the forest. It's the one dude. The brothers they all hate each other, from what I heard.
They could probably do that. Alternatively, how many times a day can you cast Stone of Truth?
Well, 3, but I've just used my last one for today.
Oh, okay. So we could probably have, if we need to, he could, even if it's tomorrow, cast Stone of Truth again, and they can admit that they're doing this to the brother if we needed to.
Yeah, that's a good.
But they can also choose not to respond. In which case we have no definitive proof.
What if we told them, keep quiet if you're not planning to kill your brother?
I don't think that'll work on them because they're very smart.
If Tenoff sees them, they're dead, because she's already said that if they see her, she has to kill them. So, but honestly, at this point, it may just be better to turn them over to their own people.
Yeah, well, this is not our battle.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea. If the others are putting on the show, as requested, did we hear what the show is about?
Yeah.
If the others are putting on the show as requested,
proposed it.
well, yeah, I know. If the others are putting on the show as requested, we have, it would be more suspicious they not show up then they do show up.
Well, how do we keep them from telling what happened to them?
Yeah, they
that
could've
we
been
attacked
stopping.
them?
Yeah, they could have been stopped by any number of things, who knows? Or slowed down.
What? So you'd rather trust them to go and
We can
Under
keep them
the-
here till the end of the show.
but we trust them to go over there and then tell the others that we attacked them.
No. We don't want them to tell anybody that we attacked them.
Right, but if we let them go, that's exactly
I
what
was never.
Yes, that's never the
Yeah.
plan.
Okay.
The plan is either to hide them ourselves or to give them to our new friends here who will probably kill them. It's not our way to knowingly assist in the death of helpless enemies.
What do you propose? Do you propose we turn them over to their people, knowing that they will be killed? Or do you propose keeping them here until after this performance has completed and whatever repercussions happen, and then deciding what to do with them?
And by the way, they're not the ones who murdered the group.
we know.
That narrows it down to 7.
Which 7?
What's the number I'm looking for?
2.
That
2.
But we're not necessarily here to avenge, I mean, we said that we're not necessarily here to avenge her. We are here to hopefully gain the assistance of this orc army in our own battle and to turn them against Greater Turn.
Do you suppose if we brought these brothers in, knowing that there's a hatred between the brothers, as a show of strength to the king, that maybe that'll align him with us?
I don't think he would take kindly to us hitting his brothers.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So what?
Well, what do you
What
guys
do we
think?
do?
I think at the very minimum, we just need to keep them here, let them finish their show.
Yeah. We'll. You know what? Why don't we? Let's talk. Why don't we keep
What
it
did
here?
Tanoth say to you?
She said if they see her, she has to kill them.
Is there a way for her to approach them and not be seen? What we can put things on their eyes.
We could try it.
Let's put things on their eyes
Okay.
and bring Tanoth over.
Okay. She comes over and she sees them.
All right. Look what we have done. We've stopped these 2 brothers. This is what we agreed on. Are you going to help us?
She looks over to the other orcs that are with her and she does a series of hand signals, and they come over and they grab and lift the brothers, and they begin carrying them off down the trail
Towards the camp? Or
No.
away?
away in the direction that they went. When they're out of earshot, Tanoth says, "We will keep them out of sight until you call for us.
You will not kill them?
There is no need right now.
Okay. All right.
The only reason to kill them is if they discovered who was acting against them.
Okay. All right. As long as you keep quiet, it shouldn't be a problem.
That
We
is the
can-
plan,
We
yes.
can bind their ears too if you wish. But I think
we are capable of being quiet.
Okay. Excellent.
Head back to the camp with your friends.
Thank you. All right. let's head back.
Meanwhile, back at the camp, everyone is gathered for the show, and they're sitting and wondering, where are Kafu and Dafu?
Where's Popcorn?
Well, they are. I'm sure they got held up in traffic or something. I don't know.
Traffic. What is traffic?
You know, when giraffes, they get sick. They're giraffic.
Is this indicative of the entertainment we will be seeing tonight?
No, this would be good. Anyway, on with the show. I know you've been waiting a long time.
Are we not waiting for Karfu and Dafu?
The show must go on.
I feel I must dispatch some scouts to find them.
Well, then, all of this was for nothing. I think we can all go home and have a nice rest.
If you wish to dispatch scouts, then it's perfectly acceptable. Please do. But we want you and your brother who deigned visit us be able to watch and enjoy our presentation. And part of the presentation involves the use of lights. And if we wait till it gets too dark, it is not going to work properly.
Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion or deception?
Which would you rather?
I'm pretty sure deception is way better.
Then you can make a deception. That's fine.
No, they're both the same. They're both plus one.
Then it doesn't matter. Does it?
Oh God. 15.
Very well. And a couple of scouts run off. What are you guys doing in the area where the battle was after they're taken away? Because there's still 4 dead wolves and 2 dead orcs.
Yes,
We're definitely getting them off the path.
Cover our tracks.
Oh no! Oh
Flinging
no!
them into the bushes.
If we had a boomstick, we could put it in
We
here.
don't. Fling! Fling!
Okay.
Hiding and covering our tracks is the best possible.
All right. Who has survival proficiency? Griff, do you also have?
I do.
Okay, so who has the higher survival?
I only have a 4.
+9.
Okay, you get advantage because the 2 of you are working together to cover up the track.
Natural.
All right. You can't even tell there was a fight here. All right. Meanwhile, back at the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an evening at Hillbarn. Spectacularity, unbefore seen before your very eyes.
Now, it is 10:30. Do we want to call it there and pick up from the show?
Yes.
And
The
that-
curtain rises.
The curtain rises. Roscoe takes center stage and he says,
The end.
and the show begins. And that's where we will
fall for ours.
And that is where we will end our episode tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget tomorrow, Something Wicked This Way comes, where we find out how bad those decisions were. Fiasco, we're going to be doing an in-home game where you might see some of the people at this table again.
Want a second pass at that?
That's right. We'll see how many more bad decisions are effective. Yes. And then Saturday night, Drunken Dread special Dream Park edition, wherein our very own Drunk Dragon, the Drunk Dragon 42, will be getting drunk and living up to his namesake. And then we loop back around to Chosen Family, where we'll find out exactly how great this play is.
It's going to be fucking amazing.
It might.
Spoiler alert.
All right. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Hope you have a great night and a better tomorrow.